Welcome everyone to DieFall Presents The Seed of Life, episode 0. This is a brand new show of ours based in a Studio Ghibli-esque universe as designed and made by the lovely Simply Jackson, who you may recognize from previous shows such as Alderheart and playing a tiny little mouse ranger rogue person. So, we have a lot of new faces here, which is awesome. And I'm very excited to introduce all of them and then have them tell you a little bit about themselves and where they can be found on the various spaces and corners of the internet. So for me, in my top left, I have Beth. So I'm gonna say, Beth the B-Rat, please introduce yourself, tell the people a little bit about you and where you can be found on the internets.
Hi, yeah, my name's Beth Radloff, aka Beth B Rad. I'm all over the internet as Beth B Rad. I'm a Twitch streamer. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I also have a D&D podcast called D&D, where I play a halfling rogue who's like 200 years old and nasty. And yeah, is that we chill? Is that good?
That's good. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, I'm
that's
an
really
artist.
good.
That's what I do. I'm an artist. I draw.
Okay, that's probably pretty pertinent too. I appreciate.
I was like,
that.
There's one more thing.
Good. I'm gonna skip Simply. Sorry, Simply, you're gonna go last. But Blurred is on the top right side for me. So Blurred, please do introduce yourself. Where can people find you on the internets and things?
Oh man, a lot of places. You can find me pretty much everywhere on the internet. Blurred Without Fear, with the exception of Twitter, because 15 character limit. So that's Blurred minus Fear. I'm most active on YouTube, where I talk about comic books and all comic book related things. Primarily X-Men, Hulk, Venom. I don't really talk about DC Comics very often. And I play video games on Twitch and kind of suck at it. But yeah, hey, that's half the fun. And I love horror games. So that's what you will primarily find me playing.
Nice. Excellent. Thank you very much, sir. And now we're going to go down to my bottom right. So, Alias, it's now your turn. Please introduce yourself and where people can find you on the internets.
All right. Hello. I am Magic the Gathering's Crazy Cat Lady. I'm a commentator, content creator, and lover of all things cards. So that's what I do mostly. I'll also tend to run around shooting things when I need to get some stress out, So Destiny 2, that sort of thing. I've been playing Hades a little bit as well. Twitch mostly, predominantly, and YouTube as well. You can find me. I'm Googleable. Just Alias V.
I'm Googleable.
You can find me if you really
Things
want
I
to.
strive to be. Googleable.
Googleable.
That is absolutely one of those. Oh, man. That'd be awesome. Cool. Well, thank you very much. Yes, Alias has there's so many cats. There's so many cute cats. What the heck, man?
That was a cute cat. I like that one.
Feel
Sorry,
so
man.
animalless. This is awful. Oh, well, thank you. I do appreciate that. And last and certainly, well, not last, but second to last, Miss Parallax Stella. Hi, please introduce yourself.
Hi.
Where can people find you on the internets?
They can find me on the Twitter parts of the internets. I am Parallax Stella, but I also stream almost daily on Twitch, and I play a lot of FPS games. I kind of suck at them sometimes, but you know what? I pretend I'm good at them. So yeah. Yes, Twitter and Twitch for sure.
Excellent. Thank you. Speaking of Twitter, because this has been happening the entire time, I can't do a go live tweet to save my life on any account, on anything, on doing anything. So we're just going to sit here and pretend like it worked and then continue onwards with our lives. Leslie, Simply, please do introduce yourself.
Hi.
And tell people where they can find you on the internets.
So I'm Simply Jackson or Jackson, Leslie as well. I am a jack of all trade, master of none on the internet. I make art. I do a lot of social stuff. I do streaming on Twitch. And now I guess I DM D&D campaigns. So we do great.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can find me at Simply. You can just anything Simply_JXN if you're interested in seeing my dog on Twitter, pretty much.
And the answer to that is yes. Yes, we are all interested in seeing your dog on
He's
Twitter.
the best. I mean, why? Of course, that content is the best. So.
So those of you guys that might be new here and on this channel, hi, I'm Runaway Robot, also Joel. Most of my content revolves entirely around Dungeons and Dragons and or Baldur's Gate right now. So that's my life. And it's pretty good. It's a pretty fun life. The shows we do here are under the name of DieFall. So if you were interested in any other D&D things, you can. That is actually Googleable. You can that one. DieFall is Googleable. I am not, so that's good. But otherwise,
Just change your name to
so
DieFall.
otherwise, yeah, I should probably take advantage of that situation.
Yeah, right?
But yeah. So otherwise, if you like D&D stuff, that's where you can find that all. This location. We've already been on this call for a while, talking to each other, talking about characters, talking about dogs, cats, and otherwise. So normally at the beginning of shows, I like to do a little bit of a recap, but we've already been here for a while. And we have lots of things ahead of us here today. So I'm going to hand the reins off to Simply Jackson, our wonderful new first-time DM in a world that they have created for our enjoyment. So, Simply, would you please take us in here? Tell us a little bit about what we're going to be doing today.
Okay, so I imagine we're all Ghibli fans, right? We all love the magical world, the idea of, how do I say this? Close to home stressors, whether we're children or adults, but including this fantastical nature to them, which is fun, but also terrifying at times. So I wanted to create a campaign for this. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, there is a group of people who wrote a beautiful adventure book called Eyes Unclouded, that was inspiration and backing for this. So if you guys are ever interested in playing soot sprites or a bunch of other different things, you can totally check out their campaigns or adventures pre-written. So I didn't completely come up with, I'm not the first person to launch and be like, D&D and Ghibli, let's go. They're the first that I've known of. So bless them for striking that firework off. So our world, I guess I could read you guys our blurb that I wrote if you guys want me to. I'm not a voice actor. We do have a beautiful girl named Crystal who's from my home, Jackson, Mississippi, who's going to be our narrator for this campaign when it comes to the intro, which is super exciting. So for now, you have to deal with my nasally voice reading this out to you at the moment. So a little bit of history, a little bit of world building paragraphs. It says, far amongst the mist of mountains in the depths of the verdant continent of Pytoon lies a growing civilization. While centuries have passed with many people's feet treading this continent, the world is not without its indigenous magic. Now, while most people have dismissed the tales of great gods and these beasts that shape the lands, a few hidden still pray to these gods for their blessings. On this small continent, there was two great nations. There was Byria to the north. They're rich with silks and spices, as well as they have access to the sea for fishing. And then there's Guidenald to the south. They're set between a huge mountain range and a very thick and dense forest. Guidenald, residing between these two, has provided great valleys. These valleys have been rich with nutrients for farming, but they're not without their needs from Byria, and Byria hasn't been without its needs from Guidenald. Previously, they feuded for a long amount of time to try to just overcome each other and just take each things from each other. But now they've decided to wage a peace, essentially citing that need for trade as backing for that. The unfortunate part is, with great trade, also became trade of their curses, both nations. So, as far as background for adventurers for this, we are starting with level 5 adventurers. So as we build your characters, you'll be picking feats and obviously statting yourself for level 5. But that also means that you guys have a history of some sort. So based on your races, your choices for classes that are playable, we'll talk about, you don't have to reveal everything. I know everybody has their, I have this super secret pocket thing about my character I want to reveal later. Keep it. I don't want to know. Surprise me. I want to surprise you. It's mutual. But some things will tie into your history, because this is not, there's some things with races, i.e., for instance, like we'll say goblins. Normally in Goblin Adventures, if you're playing Baldur's Gate, goblins are... In this world, they're just as prevalent as anything else. They might have been a more hermitous clan within this world, but you would still see them. And it's not unsavory it's not surprising, essentially. Yeah. That also, because of that, there's a lot of magic in this world that you've seen. So think like Calcifer from Howl's Moving Castle. You've seen live flame, tiny elementals. You've seen essentially googly eyes everywhere on everything. So this is when you branch into this adventure, be open-minded about where your history has taken you within this space. So yeah. Also, I'm a brand new DM, so I know all of you guys are not new with the D&D. But clearly, if you have any questions, ask me, and I will do the same for you as a part of the space. So yeah, we'll roll characters. If you have questions about anything, let me know. Like I said, we don't have a map quite yet. I'm still working on the details. So, but we'll get there. But yeah, that's what I've got so far.
Excellent. And thank you very much for giving us that little rundown. Generally, whenever we've done new shows and character creation, I just go one-on-one with everyone and we do the whole thing. But Leslie wanted to get the gang together and do it all together because I guess because we're level 5, we've had a little bit of background, a little bit of time to get to know each other. So this is good time for us to, while we build each of these characters, to figure out how we all work together and things of that nature. So I think first off, most of us, I think everyone, Blurred, you also picked one, I've picked one, everyone else had picked one way before us on what they wanted to be and their ideas for what characters they wanted to play. So we'll start in my top left again. Beth, tell us a little bit about the racing class that you've chosen. You don't have to give any other details other than that, but just be like what you thought of and what you've come to the conclusion of. And then once we go through all of that with each person, we'll start looking at rolling some dice to see how these all pan out. How about that?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Work? All right, excellent.
Yeah. So the moment that I found out that I could be a part of a Ghibli campaign, I immediately was like, magic frog. I want to be a small magic frog.
Oh,
It just feels so perfectly in line with this like visual spirit of those worlds that, Miyazaki has created. And so, talking with Leslie, we figured out how to kind of fit a Magogol into this campaign. And so I'm a adolescent Magogol. I'm a little frog boy. And I've decided that I'm going to play as a wizard.
A wizard?
Nice.
Yes. And I was going over with one of my D&D expert friends because I'm a big goof and I love D&D as like a goblet that will hold the goofs, but I'm not super duper well versed in all of the minutia of how to play the game. And so sitting down with him and figuring out what kind of a character this little dude is, what class he would fit into, I'm looking at Order of the Scribe.
Okay.
I think I want to be a little frog boy who's obsessed with his book, his magic book, and he just wants to prove to everybody that he's an adult. And the way that you do that is through knowledge and wisdom, right?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
He's got a big book, like a little.
It's a normal book, but
book.
he's very small.
I love it. So good. Okay.
Yeah.
Good, great. Well, go. I hadn't actually seen that race prior to when you said that, and I was like, "What?" And now I know it's Little Frog Boy. All right, I'm good. This is good. Very happy about it. Blurred, how about you? We just talked about this a little bit beforehand, but now for the people. What did you decide on, my friend?
I wrestled back and forth with things. I settled on a half elf. Just to keep it marginally simple, like race wise. But I did land on, as far as class, I landed on monk. And I'm kind of leaning heavily towards like drunken master. Because I feel like that could be fun. Type of
it could be good. Yeah, could be good.
It could go horribly wrong, but hey, that's half the fun. I think.
What's the game without a little bit of risk, right?
Why do you roll, baby?
It's good, man.
I'm scared of rolling.
I pray for those fails. It's good stories.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you very much. Alias, please
Yes.
do tell us a little bit about your character and your character idea.
All right. Well, I wasn't entirely sure what race I wanted to play. So I did some background digging on a bunch of ones and wanted to try one of the new ones that were in Seed of Life, but it didn't make sense. So I was just like, okay, screw it. I'm gonna be a half orc and I'm gonna play a barbarian because I know them and I love them. So get your rage on. Yeah.
Yes.
So half orc barbarian, yeah. I'm not sure, like, in this world that you've created, simply like, are half orcs also seen as normal? Like you mentioned, seeing the goblins is a normal thing. Like, is everyone just, oh, we've all seen each other. We're kind of just all gray area.
Yeah, the only races that are a little bit, or a lot of it, new to the people of this continent would be like the let me get my handy dandy referral sheet. The Dragonborn.
Okay.
And I would argue that that's Triton as well. Just because maybe with Byria's access to the seas to the north, Tritons might be more prevalent there because they are a water-based race, or more prevalent within water space. And the Dragonborn, we don't have there is not dragon within this continent.
Okay.
But there might be somewhere else in the world. So it's one of those things that if you want to play a Dragonborn, you tell me where and why you have hailed from a dragon, essentially. Because they're not as, it's not prevalent in here. It's not going to be one of those situations where every room you walk in, everybody's like, you know, we could go into that at one point or the other. But, you know, orc and like turtle was one of the playable races. Turtle is very prevalent within this land. Magogol is as well. Goblin, again, the same thing. Very hermitous, you know, but still have to come. It's a very mutually reliant community, everybody who's lived in this space, other than previous when their nations were feuding. So farmers need to come to market to trade. Various tradesmen need to sell their goods to farmers and commoners among the lands. So they would have crossed paths. It's just not like, you know, you might not see a goblin like chilling with a half orc at like the, you know, tavern, like, what's up? You know, the idea of the combo of the party is probably going to be more rare to the people than it is the actual races. So,
all right, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. Sorry, I will.
Excellent.
If I end up novellaing or like monologuing, you just be like, Leslie, just because I've been so excited for this. I'm just like, let me tell you everything.
It's good, Leslie. Thank you, Alias. I appreciate that. I'm going to skip myself for the moment and go over to Stella. Stella, tell us your character idea, please.
So I'm fairly new to D&D, but I did some research and I was immediately taken by the snake human hybrid Yuan-Ti Pureblood. So I chose that. And I think I'm going with Rogue Mastermind because I really like the aspect of just playing into like the silver forked tongue personality. So that's what I'm going for.
Mastermind is a great class. I love that subclass. It's so good. Very, very good. I want to play a goblin. I'm playing a goblin. I made 13 different ideas for characters, and I came back around to my very first one, which was a goblin. So I'm playing a goblin.
Nice.
And I'm going to be a ranger, and going to do the, it's like the umbral something or another. The Gloomstalker. Yes. Very in the dark boy. Kind of keeps to the shadows. Not a rogue. Because I know we already have one, but I'm just giving Leslie her own medicine back for playing a ranger/rogue in the last campaign. But yeah, I really just wanted to play a goblin, so I'm interested to see how it all works out. Cool, excellent. Thank you very much.
I'm the Path of the Totem Warrior. I forgot that part.
Yes.
Oh,
nice. Did you pick which bear?
Bear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super tank bear.
Yes.
Yes, resistant to everything.
I'm so excited. Your character's like the opposite of mine.
It's very good.
Me protect.
Very good. Oh my gosh.
You attack.
I was going to address the same thing that you and I talked about before the show, Joel. Clearly, this doesn't. I'm so excited. with everybody's class choices, this clearly doesn't leave the trifecta, the tank. We do have tank, but the tank versus DPS and healer, essentially. We don't have, which is fine. This is me telling you guys, you're level 5 adventurers. You've probably been doing a literal load of work around this, whether it's other continents or this continent or whatnot. So you know how to carry potions, and you most likely know how to discuss how you would need rest or time based on your own injuries if you haven't already worked with a healer. I think Joel might have said that he might take some, but we're not going to be reliant on him. You know, he's not the healer ranger of the party. So keep that in mind when we do play with this group of people, because I think the average is to be like, but where's our healer? We won't have that. So we'll give you guys a load of potions to be mindful of as we go, and then there will be merchant and whatnot if you need to restock. So.
If we defeat our enemies before they can hurt us, then
clearly we're
fine. We're totally fine.
That's
Not far away.
Yeah, I have full faith and confidence in this group that we will be able to do that, right?
I love it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, best defense,
Right.
strong offense.
Strong offense.
Yes.
So let's find out how strong our offense is. Who wants to roll stats first?
Ooh.
Anyone?
Me.
Volunteer. Okay, all right.
I
so
got
we're gonna head on
this.
over to our nice little roll 20, and I'm gonna pull up some character sheets here.
Are you putting the numbers
and,
in? Because I have no idea how to adjust the sheet after I've made everything one. Because in the Character Mancer, it's just like, you must
Yes.
have an input.
So we're gonna turn off Character Mancer, and then we're gonna
Okay.
go from there. It looks like you've already got. Oh gosh, yeah. So everything came in as ones. That's totally fine.
no, I put them in as ones. It wouldn't let me do anything else.
So in your journal, you should be able to open up just the character sheet now, right?
Yes.
And you have like all the stuff there.
Well,
Like, you can see everything?
like the little cog thing?
Yeah. So okay, go back to core where you have it. I can see
Yeah.
everything that you do now.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So you can do the adjusting wherever on the far left side where it has the 5, the 1, the 2, the 1, the 1, the 1.
Yeah.
That's where we'll do updates, and you'll put your numbers in there.
Okay,
But to
okay.
roll for these things, what we're gonna do is we're gonna type in /R in the little text box.
Okay.
Space 4d6, and then no space for this, d1. Is gonna roll 4 6-sided dice and drop the lowest number. And then you're going to do that 6 times. But to roll the next one, I'll tell you in a second. So just roll the first one, and we'll see what it comes out as.
I'm scared.
And hopefully the formula's correct, and we've all got it done, and everything's good.
Okay, so /R 4d61, no spaces. After the
Correct.
R. Okay, all right,
After
well,
the
here
R.
we go.
Mhm. Okay, an 11.
11?
Perfectly average roll. Yes.
First roll of the kit. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
That's
So
my
to-
natural 20, damn it.
To re-roll something that you just did, if you hit up on
Yeah.
your directional keys,
Okay.
it'll pull the previous formula for you.
Wait, where am I putting 11 in?
Okay, right now we're just keeping track of it.
Okay.
We're just going to roll all 6, and then we're
Okay.
going to decide where each of those go. And by
all
we,
right,
I
all
mean
right, I
you.
gotcha.
So
Okay.
we just all watching this.
Next.
So, okay,
Oh.
12.
Okay,
Excellent.
that's also average, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay. Everything above 10 is above average, so.
Wow, I rolled 2 natural ones, but
Uh-huh.
yuck.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All right, so 4 more.
Okay. Oh.
Another 12. Okay.
Wow, I'm gonna be the most average barbarian ever.
It's okay. 10. Okay. We are bang on even here, so let's
Come on.
high rolls for the last 2. Let's
2
go.
good ones. Come on. Oh,
That's a 9. Oh my god, we are down the
Oh.
middle.
This is it. This
Holy
is the
crap.
one.
come
this is the
on.
one.
Give me all big ones.
Come
No
on.
whammy, no whammy. Yay!
14.
There we
Okay.
go. There we
Oh my
go.
god. Woo, we did it. We did it. Okay.
didn't
So
like
now we
that.
get to talk about each of these numbers and modifiers and things like that.
Yes.
As a half orc, I believe your modifier is +2 strength, +1 con. Correct me if I'm wrong on the racials.
Yes.
So you're a barbarian. Your big numbers are strength, constitution, and dexterity. Those are the big 3 that you tend to focus on if you're gonna do combat effectiveness. Obviously, you can put your numbers wherever you want.
Yes.
Modifiers go up on even numbers. So that 14, if you put it in the strength, you have +2 as an orc. It goes up to 16, and then your strength modifier also goes up. So you can test it out here. So watch. I'll put it in strength. I'll put in 14.
Yeah.
You note that you have a +2 now. So all of your strength-based things, all of your attacks that are based on strength, everything will go up, and you'll add 2 to all of those based on that number. But you're an orc, or a half-orc, so it actually is a 16 if you put it in there. So now it's a +3 to all of those things if you wanted to put this in strength. So what you're going to decide is where each of these 6 numbers go on your character sheet.
Okay.
So what do you think?
Well, I want to be strong, so I kind of
Good.
like putting the biggest number in there.
Perfect.
That seems good. I don't need to be very dexterous, I don't think. So dexterity, let's give that the 9. No, let's give that the 10.
Okay.
So I put that in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There it
Cool.
is.
0. Constitution, I want this to be higher. So let's take one of the 12s.
Right? And because you're a half-orc, that goes to 13.
13, yeah.
Mhm.
I've never done it this way. It's so strange. Intelligence. Okay, what's the difference again between intelligence and wisdom? Intelligence is like book smarts and wisdom is street smarts, right?
Sort of.
Kinda?
Intelligence is knowing a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing you don't traditionally put it in a fruit salad.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna go. My wisdom's gonna be my lowest one, and
Okay. Wisdom is also like your notice stat in this game for perception and things like that. Intelligence is, I mean, it's big brain stuff. Charisma is your force of self and how persuasive you can be.
okay.
But
Let's do like. Wait, what's my last one? 11.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's right.
Yeah, that's all. That is all the numbers. That's all good. You did your bonuses correctly, so that all feels good.
Cool.
Excellent. Cool. And you've already picked some of your proficiencies in there too, which is great. It looks like you have animal handling selected, intimidation, nature, and survival.
Yes.
So that's good. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Got some of those from my background, I think. I've got Outlander as my background.
Mm-hmm. So you picked up Outlander, so yeah, you would get some of these from that as well. It looks like you already have a great axe, a great club, and some javelins in here as well, which is, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. So stabby stab.
I hope
Leslie,
I was meant to do all this.
Yeah, we'll definitely add stuff too.
Yeah,
I got
just
a
like the
surprise
basics.
for y'all. But whatever you wanted to come up with other than stat wise coming to the plate, you can do that. If you wanted to come up with nothing and we work through it together, go for it. So
yeah. So I guess that's good. Do you want to just do numbers for now, Leslie, and go back and do other stuff for everyone, or how do you want to handle that?
we could go through numbers first, let everybody stat it out, get comfortable with their sheets, and then if you have any questions about any feats, if you have any questions about any proficiencies or anything that if you're like, would this world be more friendly to somebody who does animal handling? Not so friendly, etc. I don't mind giving a little bit of go for it. It'll be fun to some things, and maybe you won't encounter very much with that kind of thing. So we'll let you guys have fun with your sheet and not just, do like Lucky and steal stuff half the show and then never be allowed to steal anything.
Just the rolls, Leslie. It's just the rolls. Okay, cool. Who wants to go second? We're going to roll some more numbers. Anyone? Volunteers? We've had bang on average numbers so far. So this is a good start.
It can't get
It's only
worse,
go up,
hopefully.
right? It can only go up. All right, Beth.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Cool.
So you're going to roll your 4d6d1.
Yes, I am.
And let's see how this goes.
Copy paste.
Yes, perfect.
And just type that and go.
Yeah, so /r space 4d6d1, and then
Hell
you hit
yeah, I
enter.
messed it up.
Perfect.
It's /. Oh.
/r or /roll, either way.
There we go. Nice.
All right, let's see what happens.
Did I do it right?
I don't know. Have you hit enter?
It says 13.
Oh, am I not seeing it?
My connection to the
everyone else-
server has been interrupted.
Oh, mine too. Nice, dude. Oh, well.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
13.
I see the
We're
13.
good. We're good. 13,
there it
already above average. So now you just hit up on your directional pad, and it'll auto pull it, and then you'll just hit enter again.
Done. Yes.
16.
nice.
See, already on the way up. Here we go. Okay, so now I need that 4 more times.
All right, blow on it, chat.
15.
Ooh.
Excellent. Okay.
Working. My tiny wizard boy. All right.
Okay.
You're gonna
Oh
be
my
okay.
god.
Holy shit.
Wow.
I've never
Okay.
had this happen before.
This
in
is
my
great.
Life.
This is the prodigy of a wizard child. 13. Okay, good. Good. One more.
He's proving himself.
One more for the road.
I can do it, Dad. All right.
Can you? An 11.
11.
All right. This
All
is
above
really good.
average.
You have some
Wow.
really distinct strengths. You have some really distinct strengths and not really any weaknesses, which is, I mean, good for you, right? Okay. So you're a wizard. Your
Yes.
big boy stat is generally intelligence because that's where all of your spells come from. Is going to be your intelligence. Now, as a McGoggle, what are your bonuses for the race? Do you know that off the top of your head, or should I go ahead and look that up?
I've got that up in a tab on my computer because nothing
Perfect.
sticks up here. I got to put it in
Yes.
front of me.
Excellent. What
Yeah.
does it say?
Well, let's look. Let's just take a beat and read through this real quick here. Ability score increase. Your dexterity, constitution, and charisma scores each increase by 1.
Okay. Dexterity, constitution, and charisma.
Yeah.
Perfect. That works. You've got 2 13s in there, which are easy. If you get +1s on them, their bonuses go up, right? So that's an easy sell. Otherwise, how do you think you want to play this? You got 2 16s and a 15.
Yeah. Walk through this with me. Obviously,
Mhm.
intelligence should be 16.
I think so. Yeah. If you want to be really good at casting spells, intelligence as a 16 is a good move.
I really do.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. And then Constitution helps you out. That gets your HP up. As a wizard, your HP tends to be pretty low
Pretty
in
low.
general. But also, if you're trying to play really a social character, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, all of those being your higher numbers is good too. If you feel like you can depend on the rest of the party for all the physical things or keeping you out of harm's way, or if you think that that's not going to be so much of an issue. Again, you don't have any bad scores,
Yeah.
so
So
it's
I'm
kind of
wondering
up
which
to
one should be
you.
my dump stat. Because I have
Generally
a cool tongue.
strength for a wizard.
I know, but I have a cool tongue.
Okay, tell me about your cool tongue because I'm already unsettled.
I
So
love it.
please tell me about your cool tongue.
Yeah, tiny frog have cool tongue, which can punch at a long distance.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh my
So
How
I'm wondering.
okay,
I'm
what it
wondering
wait,
if maybe
wait,
I
do you
should-
have that in your sheet yet? Like what does that say?
I did write it down. It's called
Okay.
grasping tongue. You can
Oh,
use
goodness,
your
there it
tongue
is.
to grapple targets up to 10 feet away. You do
Uh-huh.
not provoke an attack of opportunity or incur penalties for not having both hands free when starting a grapple in this manner, and normal rules do apply shortly afterwards.
That's
Great.
so gross.
So
love it.
that is really
Nasty.
gross.
That's-
And he's gonna be ashamed of himself every time he does it.
Every time he has to do it. Oh my gosh.
It's
Okay,
just
so
reactionary. It's like once you get threatened enough, it's just I can't help it. I
I
have
can't
I love it.
so
He apologizes before he does it.
I'm sorry.
it says that it does apply regular grappling rules, which is strength based.
Okay.
So that's strength and athletics based. If you really want to put a lot of stats into that, go for it.
I don't think I want
like
to put
said,
a lot
it-
of stats in it, but I
Mhm.
don't think I want it to be my weakest stat. Like I think I might
Okay.
give 11 to charisma.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. All right, so let's take a look. I'll go ahead and start typing some of these in here. So we have
Yes, thank
16
you.
on the intelligence and 11 on the charisma. So that's 2 of our numbers now that are taken.
Let's give 13 to strength.
Okay.
And so now I have a 16 and a 15 to deal with.
You have a 16 and a 15 and another 13.
Oh, what am I forgetting?
You have dexterity, wisdom, and constitution remaining.
Gotcha. I want my constitution to be high,
Okay.
but I get bonuses.
So you can give that a 15, and the bonus will make it a 16 if you're
That's-
feeling so inclined.
That's sexy. I like that.
Okay. Cool. And then that leaves wisdom and dexterity. You have a 13 and a 16 remaining. The 13, I believe you said dex goes up by 1.
Yeah.
So you could have that be a 14 and you already get the modifier there for the dex if you feel like you want to put more stats into the wisdom. Otherwise, I mean,
What does
get a
wisdom
13
get
on
me?
wisdom.
What am I?
Wisdom
using
is
wisdom
things
for?
like perceiving things around you, making medicine checks, insight on people, which is pretty important. Where like if you're in a conversation with someone, you want to get their, how they feel about something. Like I want to make an insight check. That's a wisdom based check. So
Okay, since
There's
I'm
a
playing
lot of things in there.
wizard, let's do 16 on the wisdom, and then
Sure.
was it 13 on dex?
Yeah, it's 13 on Dex. That gets bumped
Brings
up
it
to
to
a
14.
cool 14. And you said the charisma also has a bonus?
Yeah,
Is that
dex,
the last one?
charisma, and constitution.
So your charisma is also a 12. You have no negative modifiers in any way, shape, or form, and you have 3 modifiers, which is disgusting. So you are very good at a lot of things. Okay, cool.
Tiny
so
frog
that's
doing his best.
Wonder
yeah,
boy.
tiny-
That's what
oh,
you
gosh.
are.
Am I
A
getting
whiz kid.
extra music?
I'm not
Leslie.
sure why that is. Hold on.
It's okay. I think it's going through your microphone. Am I wrong?
Not mine. Yeah.
Okay.
I was hearing it as well, but
Okay.
just keep going. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, so Beth, now you've got your numbers in. So the next thing
Yes.
that you're going to take a look at is proficiencies and skills. So do you have your like wizard sheet up in front of you, and it tells
course
you the things
not.
that you need? All right, perfect.
Tell me what
so
to
that
give me my
either-
homework for the next 15 minutes.
Great. So in the next 15 minutes, you have that 5e tools sheet up.
Yes.
You're going to go to player, and you're going to go to that drop down and click on classes, and then you're going to go find wizard in there. You're going to scroll on down, and there's like a little box on the left-hand side that tells you a lot of the things. And you're going to look at skills that say what you are proficient in.
This is beautiful.
There's so many words on
Choose
these
from
pages.
2. Arcana, history, insight, investigation, medicine, and religion.
And then be thinking about as well, if you would like to, in the player drop down, if you want to open a new tab, go to backgrounds, because your backgrounds will also give you proficiency. So if you're thinking like, they were an acolyte, this little frog was an acolyte wizard, and they'll get specific things that go along with that. Or there's plenty of other ones in there as well that you can choose from. So take a look at those, and we're going to go to the next set of numbers for another character here. So who's next up on the list? We have Stella, myself, and Blurred. Who would like to volunteer for the die roll of death here? I mean, we can't get any better. Let's be real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now I can't follow that, but I'm gonna try.
Okay. All right, Blurred. I believe in you. I have full faith and confidence. All right. So do you have your little formula typed in there?
Oh yeah, here let me was /R 4d6.
Yep. /R space 4d6 d1.
Oh, let's pray this goes well.
Full faith and confidence, my friend. You've got this.
Oh wait, I did a dumb thing.
That's also okay.
I am already playing true.
Yes, the intelligence is the
character.
dump stat. It's fine. We aren't worried.
Let's
It's
see.
okay. 14. Yeah, really good
we're-
start there. Really good start.
We're
like
off
that.
to a decent start. So I can just
Yeah,
press up to repeat the same thing.
Yep, you
right?
hit up and it'll pull it into the text box, and then you'll hit enter again. Yep, 16. There it is. Okay.
All right.
All right. Show me what you got, man. You got 4 more of these. 16. By the way. Oh my god. This is obscene already. It doesn't matter if all of them are low.
Holy
14. It doesn't matter if they're low. From now on, you've already won. This is it.
Okay.
10? Okay, you're averaging something. Thank God. You're average. Jeez.
And I guess we got one more.
Mm-hmm.
16. That is
Wow.
Good
unreal.
God.
You said it couldn't get better. You lied.
I did lie. I didn't know I was lying. It was unexpected. The percentages were all okay.
I just want to say
Wow.
thank you to RN Jesus.
Praise be.
Just me actively over here, just adding extra monsters in the campaign.
Yeah, you're like, well, I guess they can handle this nonsense.
Let us
Oh,
try.
Gosh.
I would like to thank RN Jesus for these roles and
This is
bless
good.
it and bless everyone else with the same, please.
Yes.
Because we will probably need it now.
All right. So,
well-
Blurred, you are a monk. You've done this before, so you tell me what you want to do.
Okay, well, I know chief among the stats I need as a monk is gonna be was it dexterity and wisdom. So
Mm-hmm.
at least the two of those stats or two of those 16s will go to both of those.
Yeah.
And good lord.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You have other 16s
I have
to
other.
pick
I had to
from.
think about that.
Oh no.
I did. I don't know what to do with them. I don't ever have stats as good before. This is with like actually trying. Let's see here. I guess you know what? I'm not gonna be a very book smart dude. So
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
you know what? I'll let that 10.
That 10 sits in the intelligence.
Yeah.
spot, huh?
Well, intelligence is my dump stat all the time.
Perfect.
We're street smart.
Street smart.
We dropped out of the monks college early.
Yeah, what could they teach me anyway?
We went to the school of wisdom.
Yes. Awesome.
I do want to go ahead and put put 14 in both strength and intelligence. The other 16, I guess, can go in constitution.
Oh, okay. Or strength and charisma for the 14s?
Strength and charisma. Yeah,
right.
strength and charisma for the 14.
So you do also have your half elf bonuses. So what were those again? I think
Good
it's Dex.
Lord,
it's like Dex and charisma, I think.
I believe that is correct.
I can look that up. I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm almost positive. I'm actually pulling it.
There's a bunch of different half elf types.
Charisma is increased by 2.
Charisma 2.
Lord.
Mhm.
Good Lord.
And your
Charisma
ability
2 and
scores.
Any other 2 are plus 1. Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
I remember
that's
there was a
16.
reason I wanted half elf.
All right. So now any other 2 stats get a plus 1.
Oh God. You know. Oh man. I guess.
Remember, we are level 5. So after level, you will get your level 4, either feat or ability score increase as well.
Oh.
So it's okay that some of these end up odd
You're
because
right.
you will have the opportunity to increase them again.
Okay.
That'll be the next thing that we get to.
You know, I'm just yes. Okay, so charisma already got the bump. I guess
Yep.
I will go ahead and you know because I don't want to be forever stupid. I guess I'll put one of those in intelligence.
Okay. All right, one in intelligence, and the other one where?
I'll put the other one in dexterity.
Yep, sits at a 17 until you can increase it one more time at level 4. Okay, same homework for you, my friend. Get your monk sheet up, take a look at your proficiencies, decide on which skills you think you might want, as well as your background for those things too, okay?
Ooh, man.
And then we will continue onwards when we get to that spot. So now,
All right.
Stella, between you and me, we have characters to roll. Do you want to go before me or after me?
I'll go.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's do it.
I have the worst luck with stuff like this, so I'm just
It'll
really
be-
afraid.
I honestly don't think anyone's going to be worse than me because I have
You say that.
notoriously
You
bad
say
character rolls. Yeah. Okay. All right. You're right. I should wait. I should wait until you actually roll,
Okay.
and then we'll see.
Okay,
I mean,
so it's-
honestly, in the world of D&D, bad stat rolls just equal
Bad's
fun character. So,
Bad
But-
is good.
but I want to be able to convince people to slap themselves in the face.
Okay. We have goals here. We have really big
Or cleric
goals.
to convince them. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Really.
or just convince Beth's character to slap people in the face with the tongue.
Yeah.
You're done.
Right.
Can I grab her tongue and slap people with it?
Only with consent.
Oh,
That
goodness.
is only
Of course.
with consent.
Of course. Yeah.
I love it. So
Oh
good.
my god.
Okay, so
All
it's
right.
Best
slash
dog.
R.
Mhm.
So it's slash R space roll 4061.
Just /R space 4d6d1.
Oh, okay.
It's /R or /roll. Very good. 16. We are flying. This is ridiculous. So then you hit up on your directional pad. It'll pull it back into the little typed area, and you just hit enter again.
Ooh,
and we're
okay.
off to the races.
Oh my!
An 8. Okay. Woo! You're normal. You're good at some things and
wanna
bad
be
at other
normal.
things. You're normal. Oh God. Now that 116 is already enough to get you by. And there's the 14s. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. This is unbelievable.
Okay.
3 more. Yep. So 12. Good. Just above average. Sounds
Okay.
good.
Okay.
So 2 more. 7. Yes. Oh, very good.
Oh.
Very good. Yes,
Ouchie.
wonderful. All right, and the last
Please.
one.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Those are respectable. Those are respectable.
This is pretty balanced.
Ooh.
Let's be real. This is pretty balanced. Previous two characters notwithstanding, this is pretty balanced. All right.
Okay. All
So
right.
what do you think? You are a rogue. Yes, you are the Mastermind Rogue, and you are also Wanty. So what are their bonuses? I have not built one of these before.
They
Look
have
that up.
a
Pure blood,
2 in
charisma, and
charisma and 1 in intelligence. Yep.
Okay. So how do you want to play this? Do you want to do it like super intelligence-y? You want to do it charisma-y? Or do you want to go with the stabby stab dexterity?
I think, well, charisma is what is going to help me convince people to slap themselves, right?
Indeed.
Okay,
Yes.
I will go with charisma. Like strong charisma.
So you want your max stat 16 to be charisma?
Yes.
Okay, that gets bumped up by 2 due to being Wanty pure blood. So that is 18, which is the actual max that you can have in this character creation. So
Okay.
there you go. All right, yes, you will be able to convince people to do something. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but they will be convinced to do something. All right, so that leaves you with 2 14s, 12, an 8, and a 7. So what are you thinking?
Okay. So I've never built a rogue.
Okay. Big things, dexterity. This is your get around, be stealthy, and stab things. It all encompasses into dexterity. Intelligence is good for figuring out if something is trapped, investigating certain things, finding out certain things. Intelligence is good there. Strength is nothing that you will be utilizing, include like your thieves' tools is dexterity as well.
Okay.
Strength tends to be a dump stat for rogues in some ways.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
I'll
it's
put a
up to you how you
14 in dexterity then.
Okay.
Okay, so for a mastermind, would you recommend higher intelligence or wisdom?
Yeah, it depends on what they're, because I've done the so that's mastermind. I've done inquisitive, which has a lot of insight based stuff.
Right.
So you have master of tactics. You can use the help action. Okay, so that doesn't matter there. Insightful manipulator, starting at that's at 9th level. Okay. You can do that stuff. Okay, so there's nothing in here that really tells me that you need a specific score for mastermind.
Okay.
If you were doing inquisitive, I would say you'd want your wisdom score to be a little bit higher because you need that insight to make yourself useful in that subclass. So for this, you can do whatever you need to do for mastermind.
Okay, I think I'll put. Let's see what more. I'll put the other. I had 2 14s, right?
Yes, you have one more 14.
I'll put the other 14 in intelligence then.
Okay.
I'll put the lowest stat, which is 7 in strength, because I don't really need that as a rogue, right?
Sure. Yep.
So then I guess 8 goes
You
into
have
constitution.
An 8 and a 12 remaining.
Oh, I do. Oh.
So constitution's your raw health stat, right? So your health will be derived off of this. So it depends. If you think you're going to be focused a lot, then maybe, but you also have a barbarian and a monk in your midst, so it might not be as dangerous for you. But then again, if you feel like you really want to get in there and stab some people, then yeah, that's a pretty good way to go about it, is make sure you have a little bit more health. But again, wisdom is good for noticing things. It's for your perception. Did you notice what that person said from across the room? Did you note those footprints in the corner, or that sliding bookcase has left scrapes along the ground, right?
Right. Oof. This is tough though. Like, do I want to stay alive longer?
Again, I will. So we are level 5. At level 4, everyone gets the choice of taking a feat or a bump to their stats. So you can get a +1 to 2 different stats, or a +2 to a single stat at level 4. So that's something you can think about as well, since we are that high of a level. If you want to try and like balance out some of these things, it's up to you though. I tend to risk it, you know. I tend to just like dump in the Constitution and just go all in on noticing things and relying on my friends. But it's obviously entirely up to you.
Part of it's how you want to play your character too. Like,
Mhm.
do you want to play a character who is self-reliant or somebody who's going to be willing to ask a party member for help on things? Do you want to play to the faults and the fact that she might not be, nearly as intelligent, but she can at least like convince you she is? That kind of thing,
Yeah. Okay. I guess I will put the 8 into Constitution and then the 12 in Wisdom.
All right, 8, 12 into the wisdom. I like it. This is the risk it part, right? You put all of your really good stats everywhere else, but trying to survive. I like this. This is fun. All right, very, very cool. Okay, so now your homework as well is to pull up your rogue sheet and take a look at what proficiencies you would like from there. Yeah, Beth, you have your hand raised? Yes?
Question.
Yes, of course, Beth.
I have a
Please.
question. So I am to choose 2 skills to be proficient at, and then also a background. Backgrounds have skill proficiencies as well. So will I then be proficient in those in addition to the skills that I chose?
Yeah, so what you want to do is balance between the 2 of them. They can't double up.
Okay.
So if your background has ones that you thought you already wanted, then cool, you get those for free from your background now, and you go back to your class and pick new ones.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, of course. So Stella, same thing. Going to take a look at those proficiencies, take a look at that background, and then we'll come back to that and go around the horn here and figure it all out. So now it's my turn to roll on things. My poor goblin ranger is
Good luck.
not going to survive very long here. Okay, 40, 61. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, that's an 11, and I have that turned on, so that's 11, 10, 15, 15, 15, 12. Okay, so no 16s for me, but 3 15s.
No duds.
Very interesting.
No duds in the group.
Okay, no duds. This is good. Everyone has done well. This is very nice. All right, now as a goblin boy, a little tiny, terrible-looking goblin. Dex +2, Con +1. So I'll probably take a 15 in one of the dexes, so I'll go 17 there. Gosh, I have a lot of 15s. Wisdom 15. We'll take Constitution 15, I guess. Yeah, I don't want him to be like super smart too. That'd be silly. There we go. Con 15. We'll go Strength 12, Intelligence 11, which goes. The con is actually 16 due to the +1. Intelligence 11 and Charisma is the 10. All right, cool. I am done with that, and then we will bounce around to everyone else here and talk about proficiencies. So, our first roller, yes, Alias, back to you. You've already figured out your proficiencies and your background and stuff like that. Is there anything else that you want to like update or talk about with that before we do anything else with your character?
Yeah, so I wanted my character to be like he's an outlander, right? So very much living off by himself, off the land, taking care of things. That's why I went for like the whole animal handling and nature side of things. I hope in this world there'll be a lot of nature things to interact with. I know you were like, but just in case there might have to be some changes or anything like that. But yeah, so like I want him to be very connected with the environment and the natural world, more so than with other people, that sort of thing. So if there's anything that doesn't kind of match with that, please let me know.
Yes,
otherwise I think it's just the level 4 stuff I need to do.
Yeah. So we can go ahead, since you've already got all of your stuff selected, we can talk about some level 4 things.
Yeah.
So in your the list of things for your barbarian, where you scroll on down, it says level 4. You can either pick a feat, and there's an entire list of feats and things to look at if you would like to, or you can increase 2 ability scores by 1 or 1 ability score by 2.
Okay, so I had a quick look through the feats. There wasn't anything like super cool that stood out for me. So I was wondering if maybe it's just better to up my constitution and my wisdom,
It
maybe.
definitely can be, because a +1 to everything that is either constitution or in strength or whatever is always very useful. Just things for barbarians that I would think of would be the like savage attacker one, but again, you don't get like a bonus to anything, but you can roll additional melee damage.
Okay.
Or tough increases your hit point maximum by twice your level when you get it, and then every level you get more health, so things like that. But otherwise, yeah, the easy choice is, you know, pick some scores that you feel like aren't necessarily living up to what you want them to be,
Yeah.
and give them a little boost.
What affects my AC again? That's my constitution, right?
Your constitution and your dexterity.
Okay.
So both of those together affect.
I
your
want a higher
class.
armor class. Let's make
Well,
that
so
happen.
so the barbarian is interesting in that if you take unarmored, right? If that's one of your things.
Yeah, I have that.
Then you'll have dexterity and constitution go into your armor class. But you can also be armored. You just don't get the benefits of
An
the
armor
unarmored.
difference.
So it's
Okay.
one of those things that like you can wear like half plate if you really wanted to. I think that's about as much as the proficiencies go for barbarians. And so you'll get that higher armor class, but you lose the unarmored defense bonuses there.
Okay.
But sometimes it just works out that way, you know.
All right. So if we're starting at level 5, just a quick question for Madam DM. We know each other already. We've been adventuring already. Would I have access to like armor or not yet? Is that
Well-
stuff we're gonna get along the way?
Yes. So as a level 5 adventurer, you definitely have had your time doing stuff. Now, whether that's like, you know, you've been somebody going for gold, or you've been somebody who's like helping townsfolk, or you've been hired by a city to like ward off whatever the adventure of your choice is based on how you want to play your character. That's your history. So you definitely have armor. You definitely have weapons. You definitely are set to go.
Okay.
Joel, this is between, do you want to, I don't have any interest in doing major money management, but based on your background choices that you guys will have, you'll be allotted a certain amount of money. And then with that money, we can talk about what you could afford as gear, but you've been adventuring for a while. So I think it's just, you could tell me like the weapons you have set, I think are great.
So,
You know,
in these character creations, they aren't taking into account that you're level 5 when you're making this. That background is you're level 1 and you're just starting your whole thing, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I would like, I don't mean like, essentially like if you're from nobility, you're probably going to have, if you haven't been earning money, then you got somebody you can call on kind of thing. So, you know, but if you've been hermitous, you know, maybe you don't need, or you don't feel like you need elaborate or whatnot, you know?
Yeah.
So based on what you want to ask, I mean, we can find a fair balance, and there's only so much you can do with what you're provided either way. So.
Okay, I think being like nomadic or, you know, hermitous, as you put it, I don't think I would have any major armor, so...
There is like, you can like cobble together armor.
Yeah.
There's, you know, there's things that you could utilize. So it's at level 5, you definitely would have had an opportunity at some point in time to maybe even just like loot a random person that was dead. And you're like, I like their boots. And you pick them up or whatever. Right. That you'd have plenty of opportunity to have done that. So I don't, maybe not something like full plate armor, which your barbarian can't utilize anyways, but like having like maybe a half plate or something like that isn't fully far-fetched.
And I think as far as like what fits in this world, I mean, this is themed in the vein of 14th century or medieval Japan. So we're not going to have like diamond, you know, et cetera. It's not obviously not completely rustic. We still have metals. We have things that we've been working with. Blacksmithing has been happening, but we might not have. Everybody has like gold inlay on their materials, and minerals are very precious at this point. So what would you have spent your money on? Like, would you have been like, wow, I've been in, you know, doing this thing for a minute and I keep getting poked. Maybe I'll spend a little bit of my funds to make sure I have a good, you know, breastplate ready or something, you know, so you're, you know, but it's not, nobody's gonna be walking around with just like, and it's completely like jewel inlaid like
Yeah.
armor or whatnot. It's
Okay.
definitely something that would
Dang
fit the
it.
world. You know,
No one's
definitely
picked up the epic drop yet.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you definitely do fit within the world as far as like your choices of being close to nature and stuff. And I think, you know, it doesn't, as long as it's in your mind what you have gotten out of it, then we can work towards whether it's I mean,
Okay.
whatever your proficiency allows, essentially. So
Do
All
love
right,
Joel's
so-
ugly goblin just being gilded head to toe.
Yes.
Gold.
Oh,
Gold.
please.
Can't move in it even.
Gold! So much gold. Yeah, so you're proficient in medium armor and shields. So if you really felt like you
kind of a
wanted your
shield?
AC up, you could change your weapon out, use a shield.
Mm-hmm.
And medium armor wise, this allows you hide armor, chain shirt, or scale mail. Breastplate would probably be like the highest I would say you would have at level 5 if you're
Okay.
just doing like regular adventurer stuff at this point. Half plate is the next one up, and that's like 750 gold worth. I think breastplate's probably the highest there. But scale mail has the exact same AC. You're disadvantaged on stealth. So that's the choices there.
Okay.
So however you will feel like that works for you.
I mean, I don't think barbarians are a hell of a stealthy, so could I have, what was it, the chainmail?
So there's scale mail.
Scale mail, sorry.
Yeah, so scale mail is probably your best option there if you're not looking to utilize the unarmored defense. So we'll just drop that in there. You'll see scale mail pop in.
Well, hey,
Look
at
And
that.
it goes up to 14. There it is.
Custom AC is not being used to
Nope.
set. Oh.
Exactly. We
Oh,
don't need
yay,
to. We're
look,
good.
yay, I have a better
We're
armor
good.
class. Okay, so
Yep,
now
so there it
that's
is.
sorted, but now I need to put my 2 points
Yeah,
into
so now
something
you got
else.
2 points. Exactly. So how do you want to do that? You can get 18 strength and just be super duper strong. You can bump up your constitution a little bit if you felt like it, or remember
Let's-
bonuses happen on evens.
Evens, yeah. So let's put one in con, one in wisdom then,
Okay, so
to go
your
for evens.
con goes up to 14, and wisdom goes up to 10, making no negative modifiers
Oh, negatives.
there.
Yes.
Seems good.
Good job, Krog.
Okay. Cool. You've got all your proficiencies and stuff there.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. We have made some progress there. Wonderful,
Nice.
wonderful. All right. Frog friend. Frog
My
friend,
boy.
it is time.
My boy.
What proficiencies are you thinking of
Well, my
for
one
little
and
frog
two,
wizard?
my most
Uh-huh.
important ones. You're talking about skills, investigation, and insight. I want those.
Yes. That's good looks. Investigation and insight. Okay,
Very
both
good
of those are
looks.
marked.
Now I have to decide whether or not I want to be a frog who has an inheritance that they're working towards, or a narc.
Okay.
Because there's a
All
city,
right.
there's a city watch, and I kind of I'm making a lot of these decisions based off of his personality, and
Uh-huh.
as like a fucking 17-year-old I'm smarter than you boy, of course he's gonna
Hmm.
be like a cop, and then his arc will eventually be relaxing.
Okay, my
But-
little goblin and the cop. All right,
Yeah,
we're
Can I-
good.
Thing,
Let's do
I
it.
don't, No, I don't want to be friction. I don't want to like.
No,
make
no.
it Not fun
can
to
I
play.
can I give you the idea of what military guard exists in this world? And
But understand that he's not military. He just was the hall monitor and took it too seriously.
got it. There is one great military now, combined between two nations. If it's something that your character would strive to be in now, maybe he didn't pass his test to join, but now he really wants to anyway, so he's going to try and prove his worth with the adventures. That's great. There's not going to be many of a city guard in itself, so NPC wise, as far as you're going to come across, you'll be a little limited if you want to play that to your backstory.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I think it's funny as a joke, but I think ultimately it might be annoying to have somebody who's just like lawfully good all the time. So I think
it's
want
funny.
I pressure it. I love it though.
We get to try and what's the word? Take you to the dark side.
Right. Yeah, they got a lot of negative influences here,
Just gonna-
including a drunken monk.
Keep an eye on him the whole time. How many have you had? How many?
The answer is
One night.
always yes.
Oh my god. Wait, if you guys are into that, if you guys are into City Watch,
If that's it's up to you. If you want to play that, I'm totally down to play around with that. That's awesome.
Oh, okay.
You got me
Okay.
at hall monitor. I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
Mhm, 'cause that's the attitude.
I mean,
I think when push comes to shove, his name's Ham, by the way. If Ham gets in a situation where he actually has to be a cop, I think he would get scared and run away. But low stakes stuff, high energy.
High
Yeah,
energy.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
drop like litter. Krog would never do that, by the way.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
Ham
evil
would be so
Krog would drop
mad.
litter.
He'd be
Evil
so
crow.
mad.
Evil crow. Okay, so your background then. With that, what other skills do you pick up?
Yeah.
So City Watch gives me. Where did she go? Am I looking at the right thing? No, I'm looking at feats.
Well, don't look at your feet. We got a show to do.
Oh, oops.
We'll pay good money for
Wow.
those feet, okay?
Oh my god.
Oops. Well, City Watch investigator, and he's definitely an
Okay.
investigator because he's not a strong boy. Insight and
right.
investigation, which are what I wanted.
Okay, those are the first two you want. So now we
Right.
go back to your class sheet, and you get to decide between Arcana, History, Medicine, and Religion.
I want Arcana,
Arcana's a great pick.
history, medicine, religion. Arcana and history feel very similar to me.
Ah, there are some differences. History is the history of just things. Arcana is this magical? What kind of magic is that? I saw that dude cast a spell. Do I recognize what spell that is? It's all magical based. And what type of magic thereof. Whereas history is like, oh yes, in 1876, the Mogul army infiltrated on, and you know all of these facts.
Don't let history intimidate you based on the idea that you might not know the entire novella of this world. I'll be happy to help with that. So.
Yeah, I was balancing it between. It's a choice between history and medicine,
Mhm.
because medicine gives me the opportunity to stabilize somebody if they die in, which would be a very helpful skill to have. But does Ham want to do that? I think Ham would rather know the land, so I think I'm gonna go with history.
Okay, perfect. Just very knowledgeable all around. I like
Mhm.
that.
Little Poindexter narc.
Very cool. Poindexter. Okay. And did we do your level 4 bonuses? I don't think so yet, right? You haven't done feats or level 4 bonus? Let's do
No.
that right now. So at level 4, you get to either pick a feat, and there's a large list of those things. I don't know if you have seen it yet.
Yeah, I'm taking a look now.
And you can kind of sort them by what type of ability they would affect. Like, let's say you're like, oh, I want my intelligence to be better for whatever reason, because that tends to fall into this is what wizards would take or something. As for wizard stuff, there's like Spell Sniper, which is really good. That's probably like
I
the
need this so bad
best
because
of
I'm just like
those.
grappler would be funny. No, Beth, no.
Grappler would be great. So Spell Sniper is really good for wizards and stuff. Then there's, if you really want to do like brain things like Observant, or gosh, where was the other one? Keen Mind. Keen Mind is also a very particular one that wizards like to take. Which is you have a mind that tracks time, direction, and details with uncanny precision. You accurately recall anything you've seen or heard within the past month.
Could you imagine?
That's that one.
Oh my goodness.
You're going to be the actually of the party. Actually, your fact about that is wrong.
I
Crap.
promise to not actually
Love it so much.
Also, that's the energy.
I love it so much.
I mean, as a narc, having a keen mind is probably pretty good.
But
yeah,
but not having a keen mind and being a narc is also very good.
also pretty good. Yeah. So those are the feats. Otherwise, you take a +1 in 2 of your abilities, or a +2 in 1 of your abilities. So
I'm feeling pretty
looking at
good
your
about
intelligence.
our abilities.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. Which means you have a lot of opportunity with the feats there too.
Yes.
So how about this? We'll let you take a look at feats. We just did all these proficiencies and stuff, and then we'll come back to that.
Perfect.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right, Blurred, have you done your homework? I know you only had about 10 minutes to do so, but have you done your homework, sir?
I went with Outlander
Okay,
for
excellent.
the background. I figured that kind of fit for a drunken master who no one probably actually wants around.
Yeah, a bit of a wanderer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went for the the exile or outcast variety. So yeah.
All right, so that gave you both acrobatics and insight. Was that the pick there, or was that from your class?
No, that was from my class.
Okay.
So this one will give me athletics and survival.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So kind of covering those bases.
Yeah. And insight, I like characters with insight and want to use insight. You know what I mean? Because then they like whisper people stuff. You're like, yes, they're looking a little fishy. But yeah,
that dude blinks when he lies.
That dude, yeah, exactly. They have a tell. Exactly. Okay, so in that regard, let's do level 4 stuff real quick if you've already got this figured out rather swiftly. Do you want to do the ability score bonus, or are you looking at feats?
You know, honestly, Monk has a lot of stuff, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take the ability.
Okay.
The ability bonus.
Sure. What do you think?
You know what? I'm gonna be a butthole. I want to put it in dexterity.
Okay. I think there's a cap. For this. But let me take a quick look. 4th level, can increase above 20. So yes, you can put both in there if you want to.
Oh Lord. You know what? I'm not gonna be that. I'm not gonna be that sweaty.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be that sweaty. I'm just gonna put the one in dexterity. And maybe I guess I still have the others of wisdom.
Do it on wisdom as well. So put that up to 17. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Excellent. Easily done. All right. Bella, have you taken a look at your proficiencies and things and backgrounds and stuff?
Yes, but it's very confusing.
Okay, let's talk about it. The whole point of us being here right now is we get to talk about and go through it. We have another week before we even start this game. If there's any stuff that we need to tweak or do whatever, we can absolutely do that. So this is first instinct. What do you think?
Okay, so quick question. When I look in the 5e tools thing, so when I go down to, oh my god, I had it. Roguish archetype, when I see, I'm already rogue mastermind, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that I choose between master of intrigue or tactics, right?
Oh goodness, okay, yes. I think we're talking about two different things here. Yes, okay.
Is that the feat?
I
no.
don't think so. Master of intrigue is what you, yes.
Oops.
So yeah, okay, this is just these are abilities based on Mastermind. Well, I'm talking about something different. So on that sheet, on the left-hand side, you see that little box that says Rogue, and then hit points, and then proficiencies and stuff like that. So we're looking at, in that proficiencies box, at the bottom of that little thing that says skills, choose 4 from this. Which one of these do you want to be good at?
Oh,
and so you have acrobatics, athletics, deception, insight, intimidation, investigation. Rogues get to choose everything. So,
Okay.
Yeah. So, but this is. So you were like, I want to persuade people to do stuff, right? Persuasion is a skill on there. So do you want to be good at persuasion?
I can only choose one.
You can choose 4 off that list.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
plus 2 that you're gonna get from a background. Rogues get everything. I love rogues.
Wait,
they're
Rogues
good at
are
everything.
so fun to play.
Do we get to choose what we get in the background ones?
Yes, you get to choose your background,
Okay.
and your background provides some things. We could also custom backgrounds, and again, that's like if we decide to do this on the off week or something like that, we can do that. But otherwise, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
then. Okay, Okay. Persuasion.
Okay.
Intimidation.
Okay.
What?
I like this.
Sleight of hand
Yep.
and deception.
All right. right.
I'm gonna have to make some smart NPCs. All I'm saying.
Hey, Leslie, there are +7s to deception, intimidation, and persuasion. By the way.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be like, you can just have
them.
you can have the store. To every person who walks in the room.
You know what? You're right. I did want to become an adventurer and give you all of my belongings. Yes.
That's a good idea.
I never thought of it that way. Oh my gosh. So from there, if you scroll up to the top of this and you go to your player drop down on 5e tools and you just open a new backgrounds tab there, this is where you'll see everything that has the backgrounds.
Ooh, backgrounds. Okay.
And there's just a list of these. So go ahead and filter it to, I think we can just do all of these, honestly, as long as they're published ones. So
backgrounds.
All the top sources there.
Oh, so do you have to choose one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you choose one that you think might fit with your character, right? We've got a hall monitor, right? We've got outlanders that are from out of town. And so you might have been a criminal or a spy, or maybe you were an entertainer of some kind.
Charlatan.
A charlatan. Yeah, exactly. A charlatan. Or any of these things. Or there's knights, there's sages, sailors, there's smugglers, soldiers, urchins.
She was definitely an archaeologist.
Yes.
There's one that's like, when people look into your eyes, they can see a dark history. They can tell that you've been harmed in the past.
Oh,
God.
Oh, wow.
It's like, haunted one. That's what it is. It's haunted
I think
one.
I just saw that. Yeah.
Feature Heart of Darkness. Those that look into your eyes see you faced unimaginable horror. Oh, good.
What a delightful
Nice.
choice.
Wow. That's heavy. Okay, so yeah, take a little bit of time here. Take a look at these. All right.
A folk hero wouldn't really fit me, right? Because I don't seem like
Why
a
not?
hero type.
You could be.
Oh, most
You could be
heroes
someone-
are heroes.
Right.
You could be. You could also have convinced people through like spreading your own tail around that you're.
Okay, yeah, that one.
That one. Okay. All right.
Oh, and everybody's like automatically trusting of her. Come on.
Yeah.
I've
It's
had
like,
some fun.
that song that you heard that one point in time that I convinced that bard to write about me. Yes, that is me. So you have a couple features that go along with this, and this is what we'll go into next since everyone's got their background selected, but we're just looking at proficiencies. At the top of that, it says animal handling and survival. So those are the other two proficiencies that you will get just for free for having this background.
Okay.
Cool? Cool. Yeah, so take a look at the other stuff that you get here. You have tool proficiencies, equipment, you get features and stuff. Yeah. And then there's like personality suggestions towards the bottom. Okay, I think that leaves me, Leslie.
You got this.
That leaves me. Okay.
Oh, and to answer your question, by the way, Stella, about the archetype, Mastermind is your archetype. Underneath that,
Okay,
you're
I
a
was
master of
curious.
different things. Yeah.
I thought that was like, okay, so that stuff is other?
You'll get both. So it says that starting at level whatever you get,
Okay.
and a lot of the time the book will list it in order. So,
Okay, I was confused about that. Okay.
Yeah. So you should be able to capitalize on both of those since you chose the archetype of Mastermind. So. Okay, Joel, sorry, excuse me, let's go.
It's okay, and I forgot to do level 4 stuff with Stella anyway, so we're gonna have to bounce back and do that too, but that's okay. Okay. So I'm going to go with stealth, perception, and gosh. I'm gonna say survival and hope I pick up nature in a background. Let's see. Skill proficiencies. Where is nature? No, not a knight. No, not that. No, not that. Oh, goodness gracious.
You guys are like the smartest, deceiviest group ever.
Yep.
I
Beth and
love
I are
it.
gonna have so much fun.
Social situation.
And Leslie's
Watch,
just
you're
like,
gonna stack
crap.
this.
Mm-mm.
You're gonna stack this against us, and we're just gonna keep.
Yeah, I
forgetting
know.
to use our moves.
Love it.
Oh, wait. Am I looking at the wrong thing? Dang it. Okay. I think my guy, I kind of imagine him as a monster hunter of the Underdark.
Ooh.
And like protecting different villages or taking jobs from different villages in like, you know, delving down into something came out of the cave and stole Jimmy or whatever, and going to hunt them down and save the children or something, and it being kind of like the villagers are kind of reluctant to rely on this like floppy-eared goblin to do their work for them. Goodness, I don't know what that means for me to be in the background. I kind of want to pick up criminal. I think it's gonna be criminal. Okay, so criminal is deception and stealth, so I get stealth for free, and then I pick up deception, which means I can take nature as my other one there. So that fills out mine. As for a feat, oh goodness, I want one that ups my dexterity by 1. That'd be cool. And athlete does that. Armored, moderately armored, revenant blade, blah, 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 weapon master. I already had some ideas. Sharpshooter, observant, skilled, and skulker. What was skulker again? Now I can't find anything, obviously. Skulker had something to do with like not being able to be seen more often than not.
Let's see.
Oh, you can hide when you're lightly obscured. That's what it was. But I kind of, if I get that dex bonus, that feels really good. Or a sharpshooter is attacking at long range and stuff like that.
I mean, that's your character voice.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I've got one for you. Don't you worry.
I'm so excited.
It'll be terrible.
I'm so excited.
Dang. I think I'll just. I'm so close to having bonuses in 2 of these things. I'll just take the numbers. I'll go one up in dexterity and 1 up in wisdom, and I think that'll work for me for now. Okay, so Stella, you've looked at backgrounds, but now we need to talk about level 4 because I had totally forgotten. And I'm sorry. So at level 4, you can either get a bonus to one of your skills, and you can add 2 to it. Or 2 of your skills and add 1 to them, or you choose a feat, and feats give you potentially a bonus in one of those things and some cool stuff on the side. Feats is a whole nother list of stuff to read. But I think I might know a solution for you when you can take +2 in charisma and max it out at 20 if you were really, really wanting to do the persuasion thing. You could do that.
Are the feats on a different page?
They are.
Okay.
So in the player dropdown underneath backgrounds, there's another, and it says feats there.
Oh.
There's so many.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So in that, go to the filter and just the top sources are the relevant ones, the first 4. The other ones are unpublished, and we're just not going to mess around with those for right now, just because some of them are still in play testing and things like that.
Okay.
So it'll be the Eberron ones, Mordkainen's, Player's Handbook, and Xanathar's are the big 4 up top.
Yes.
And then there's all of those things. There's so many things in there.
Dual wielder and weapon master is a lot of fun.
Yes. That's good too.
Okay, I'm. Oh, some of these require prerequisite too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some of them are racial prerequisites, so you just kind of don't worry about them.
Rude.
Unless you really, really want one. And then, you talk to your DM and you ask really, really nicely. Like, I want my goblin. I want my goblin to have dragon scales. Dragon scales. Yes.
Oh my god. I saw Polearm Master and I was like, oh, pole dance?
Oh my god, I love that.
That is a skill now. That is a skill.
Your folk hero thing is the best dancer.
Yes, and I stole everyone's money because I convinced them to keep coming back to my shows and give me all the money.
This is how I feel about polearms.
Please don't grab my tongue now.
Oh god! Stop.
Ugh.
Oh god. Okay.
Okay, we're good.
Oh, is that your character voice?
Yeah. Oh, it's close. Like I'm saying, I've got one. It's gonna be great.
Oh man. Okay. I don't really see any feats that I like right
Sure.
now.
Yeah. And again, this is one of those, we can just do this right now. Take a look over the next week if you really want to
Yes.
delve into some of these.
Yeah.
And we'll adjust as according,
Okay. I feel like I should boost my constitution though, because it's looking a little. People in chat are already calling me Pyrex.
And hear me out. you could make your charisma a 20.
Hmm.
So, hey.
I do like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Simply's face.
Oh no!
I mean, we're gonna be protecting
You guys are gonna end up convincing me that you can run the game. I'll be like, girl, just give me a character sheet. Let's go. I'm down.
We're just gonna sit here.
We're all talk. This is
I
all
love it.
talk.
All talk.
Okay, yeah, screw it. Let's do that. Let's do 20.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Hey, and like I said, if you buyer's remorse, over the next week, and you're like, we'll go back on it. We'll go back on it. It'll be fine. No one's gonna punish anyone here for that. I do want to make sure that you've got your correct saving throws before I go too much further. Dexterity and intelligence. Okay. Excellent. So that's that. Beth, I feel like I had to come back to you for something.
I have
Is that
feats.
correct? Feats. I was going to say show me your feats, but that is incorrect. Do not show me your
My
feats.
feats?
Tell me
Do you
about your
want to get banned
feats.
on Twitch?
No, I don't. No, I don't. Please
Our first
tell me
day
about.
on the job, and
Yeah, God.
you out here.
please tell me about your feats.
I'm out here. Thank you, Kimma, for telling me about Alert. I love Alert. I
Alert
want to
is
be
good.
Alert.
You want to
And-
be alert?
+5 bonus to initiative. You cannot be surprised when you are conscious, and other creatures don't gain advantage on attack rolls against you as a result of being unseen by you.
Yes.
Nice.
Very, very good.
Very, very
This means I don't have to touch any of this stuff. So all you need to do is just copy and paste it into your little box down there for all of your features and abilities and stuff underneath the frog tongue,
Great.
and then you're good to go on
And
that
then
front.
I'm thinking Spell Sniper.
You can only take one.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
You can
beans.
only take one.
I thought I got 2.
No. Oh. Now the
wait.
decisions must be made.
Okay, well, Spell Sniper is when you cast a spell that requires you to make an attack roll, the spell's range is doubled. Your ranged
Yup.
spell attack ignores half cover and 3/4 cover.
That's really
Sure.
good.
Yeah, you learn one cantrip that requires an attack roll. Choose the cantrip from the Bard, Cleric, Druid, Sorcerer, Warlock, or Wizard spell list. Your spellcasting ability for this cantrip depends on the spell list you chose from. Cool. No. I want them both.
So eventually you would be able to have them both.
I
I
think.
believe at level 8 is the next one.
Okay. In that case, since I'm going with character specific choices here, Alert is very narc-like. So we're gonna do Alert now. And
Okay.
keep Spell Sniper
Alert it is.
as a back pocket.
As a
thing.
backup. So hey, if you hit level 8, you'll have the same opportunity to take another feat or do the ability score increase. So, and then again at 10. So it gets a little easier and better as you get up in the
Great.
levels there.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. All right, am I missing anyone? Is anyone missing feats, proficiencies, level 4s? I think, did we do level 4 for Krog? Did we do that?
Yes.
We did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a
Cool,
quick
cool.
question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hit points, are they right?
We are good. That's
Get
the
there.
next one. we're gonna
Okay.
do. This is what we're
I'm
doing
like,
next.
it looks squishy.
This is more die rolls. So we're gonna do this now.
Sugar plum dumplings.
Yes, of course. So in this, make sure you have your class sheet open. On that little box on the left-hand side, it'll tell you your hit die number. So like I'm looking at Rogue right now, it's a 1d8. And then your first level health is 8 plus your Constitution modifier. So this is for Rogue. So take a look at what yours is. So for Wizard is a 1d6, so it's gonna be 6 plus your Constitution modifier. Go ahead and put that in the box, and then we're gonna roll some numbers, and we're gonna add all these things together, and then you're gonna have your total number there for level 5. So let's just get the first one there out of the way. And as a ranger, I am a 1d10. Oh, that's nice. All right, cool. 1d10. And plus my con. We're tanky. Okay. So to roll this the easy way, you click the word hit die on your sheet, and that rolls your health die plus your constitution, and you're gonna do that 4 times, one for every level until level 5. So I've already started, so I've got the 1 there. Oh yeah, so that's a 12. Alias, that's really good. So that's your level 2 health is whatever your first was plus that. And
Wait,
then you'll do it again and again.
Okay, so I'm at 20 now, so I keep adding on whatever I'm rolling now 4 times, right?
So wait, you're at 20?
Yeah, which I don't think I should be.
Yeah, let me check that real quick. So for Barbarian at level 1, it'd be 12 plus whatever your Constitution modifier is.
The 2.
So that is 2. So you will be 14
Okay.
right now. Plus, so for level 2, you would have added 12, right? So now you're at 26.
Okay.
So now hit the button again.
Okay.
And now, so it's 8 more after that.
Mhm.
So hit the button again.
No.
8 more.
Higher.
And then one more time.
Higher. Damn it.
And
Okay, well, what's higher, I suppose?
all right. So, so that's 16. That is 28. That is 37 plus your original 14. So 41, 51. Did I do that math right? Someone check me. Chat, check me.
Quick math, chat.
So I
Thanks,
think you're
gotcha.
at 51. So there you go.
Cool.
Yeah, so that looks more right. There it is.
Yeah.
So yes, so Stella, what we're looking for is on the center of your character sheet, you have like the hit points box, the armor class box, and all that stuff. Towards the bottom of that gray box is a box that says hit die there. And so what you do is you just click the word hit die, and it rolls this health for you, this health calculation. And so you're going to do that 4 times. We're going to add all that together and add that to your level 1, and that's your total health. Yeah. Yeah, you want to go ahead? You already I know you're already there. There's a 2! Yay! All right.
No!
All right. 3 more times. Let's see how it goes. Faith. All right, okay.
All right, that's better. That's better.
6 is good. 6 is good. 4.
Ah!
Okay, that's even. That's average.
One
One
more?
more. Yep.
Oh, please be a high number.
Hey, that's as high as you can get it. It's 7.
Nice.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. So let's take a look at, for Rogue, your first level health is a 1d8 plus your con modifier, which is -1. So you're started at a 7. So that's 14. That is 18. That is 24. That is 26 total hit points. There it is. 26 total hit points. In a you have roughly 50% of your barbarian's health pool, which is about right. That's about right. Yeah, exactly.
You go do that thing. Go
Meat
over there.
shields.
They're very large, and when they're raging, they have effectively 100 HP.
Yes.
So you're totally fine. It'll be okay.
Oh my god.
So that's health there. Excellent. Beth, let's do wizard next. How about that?
Okay.
Let's do some wizard stuff.
Currently it just says I have 5 HP. Is that
Yeah, well, that's probably not right, but let's take a
That's
look at it.
that's
real
what
quick.
mine said too.
So, Ham, your first level will be 1d6, so it's going to be 6 plus your con modifier, which is 3, so you start with 9. That is, your level 1 is 9. So now, what I want you to do is to roll the hit die button, where it says little hit die down there. You're just going to click the word. That's 6. Cool, 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 cool. 6 is good.
how many do I roll?
I need 3 more of those.
Boop.
9, max, 7, and okay, and the opposite side of the spectrum. So you're pretty average, bang on average here, which
Cool.
is really good. Your con you're really high, so for a wizard, you already have way too much health, which is great.
It's
Which is
wonderful.
really, really good.
Because I have my fucking
11, 20,
armor class is 12.
26, 35 total health. You're a wizard with 35 total health. So there you go. Yeah, that's okay. All right, Blurred, you're up next here, man, with the monk. So we've got a beginning health of 8 plus your con modifier, which is 3. God, I forget how high your rolls are. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so Blurred, go ahead and roll me some hit die.
All right, let's go.
Okay, 10.
All right, I'll take that.
That's big.
All
7,
right.
okay.
Whoa.
11,
All
actual
right.
max.
Whoa,
Another
what?
11. Oh my god.
It's all
Okay.
the booze, I swear.
I think this is a
40,
bruh
50.
moment.
50. That is 50 HP for the monk.
Holy crap.
50 HP for the monk. That is beefy. Wow, that's
insane.
good.
We can just have fun. We don't have to be scared.
Never have to be scared.
I would like to talk to you all about our Lord and Savior, RN Jesus.
It's been doing well for you today, man. This is unbelievable.
Jeez.
Good word
It's all
in for-
downhill from here, though.
It might be.
All the rolls
You
are
die
gonna be
first.
bad.
haha.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I need to
Oh
roll
my
4 of
goodness.
these. My starting HP was on 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot of 6s.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's 12, 18, 25, 28, 38 total HP. Not bad.
Paid
Not
out
bad.
the devil's
Only
jackpot.
the second lowest in the game. Was Ham have 35. Never mind. Just above Ham. Just above the wizard. God. Jeez. All right. Cool. Okay, so that's health stuff. We've done health stuff. We've done basic proficiency stuff. We've done, oh goodness gracious, we've done a lot of things. Done some background stuff. The abilities and things that you see in your class sheet, those that are just kind of looking down, you're like, at level 1, I get this. At level 2, I get this. You're just gonna copy and paste those over into your features and traits list. Over the next week. It's totally fine whenever you do that. I definitely have not done that yet. Same thing with like if you want to populate your ideals, bonds, and flaws, you can do so there. I like using the backgrounds as just a guideline for like, okay, if I was a criminal and I lived this life, I might think some of these things and then, flesh it out based off of that. But it's definitely not something that you absolutely have to do. Leslie, what am I missing so far other than equipment? Because I know we haven't gotten to that yet.
Yep. Let me see. I'm not really going to dive too much into your alignment. I'm not somebody who is going to be. I would like to award you inspiration based on your background growth and change as a character. I'm not going to do it based on, but I'm true neutral and I just play how you want to play. In your moment, because to be honest, it's fun to be a good character, but you're going to make choices that'll be breaking of that. And I would actually reward a break of character on something like an alignment based on your choice, on your background and current goals as a character. So it's almost like don't feel restricted by a alignment that you're thinking about. I don't want to reward you because you restrict yourself in that. I'd rather you have fun on thinking outside of your own currently crafted box,
Nice.
The other thing is a tech thing, and the fact that in Roll20, when you roll at the very, very bottom of that chat, there's a little scroll down bar, a little drop down. It'll tell you you can choose a character to roll as. So pick your character. Right now it doesn't matter because we're rolling stats to build your character. When we start playing, you can be able to roll as the character in the drop down. So I also am very curious about everybody's names and why you pick these. Tell me. I want to know. Naming is like my favorite process when it comes to a character, and it's always something super simple. But I've gone through a 30 name list to get to that one. So, tell me.
wait, Leslie, let's do this after a break.
Go.
We're already over a break time. We get a mid show break, and then we'll come back to it.
You
And
run
then
the show. I'm just kidding.
It gives me time. It gives me time to think about why I would pick a name. I just thought it was funny. Okay.
That's reason enough.
We'll be right back after this brief break. Bye-bye. Hey guys, once again, thank you for tuning in to DieFall, The Seed of Life, episode 0. It's the first time we've ever done one of these big old episode 0 kind of things. If you're interested in more of this Dungeons & Dragons content, or if you didn't get to catch all of it and you want to watch it later, you can head on over to the YouTube at youtube.com/runawayrobot. If you prefer all of your actual play stuff in podcast format, you can find us over on Spotify, iTunes, and SoundCloud at DieFall Dungeons & Dragons or DieFall Podcast, or in any of the links there that I've just posted into the chat. If you are feeling so inclined, you can support us at the DieFall Patreon. That is patreon.com/DieFall. All of the proceeds there go to each of our casts, our DMs, making art, otherwise. It's all for those things. And you can have your name put into a hat for NPCs, or if you would like show art, or if you want to see post-show things that we do every week after every one of our shows, you can find those there on the Patreon as well. Thanks again for tuning in today. I super duper appreciate it. Be sure to follow all of these lovely people on every one of their Twitch channels. And if you would like to see more of this content, follow here and follow the show Twitter at DieFall_RPG. We'll be back in just a bit. Welcome back, everyone, to DieFall Presents The Seed of Life. This has been episode 0, which is character creation and stuffs. Things that we're going to talk about next are the physical bits, equipment, and otherwise. We've already talked a little bit about armor when we were discussing our half-orc barbarian friend's belongings. But I think what we're going to do is take a look at the rest of those things. So... Krog, if we look at your character class sheet, right, on the left-hand side, it shows you a bunch of, like, beginning things. And so I just want you to take a look at what you've got there, and then we're going to do some cool stuff in Roll20 that makes everything happen automatically. You've already picked Great Axe and Great Club. You've already dropped these things in there. Did you want to try and do a shield, or did you want to stick with doing Great Axe and or Great Club?
They're two-handed weapons, right? So I'd have to change to just like a regular axe.
So there is a battle axe, which is a versatile weapon that is either one-handed or two-handed.
Okay.
So if you were choosing to utilize your shield, you could use your shield, or if you weren't, you could two-hand it and deal some more damage. So in either case, that works for you.
What's the damage output on the battle axe?
On the battle axe, let's look that up.
That's the most important thing. Krog gonna do big damage.
He's gonna do big damage.
I think the two-handed 1d8 versatile. It says 1d8. It should have a one-handed or two-handed. I'm not sure why that's not populating.
I don't feel like Krog would use a shield. I feel like
1d10,
1d10
is the other. So 1d10 or 1d8. The Great Axe is a 1d12.
I think I want to stick with the Great Axe. I don't think Krog uses a shield.
Cool. That works. So we'll go ahead and remove the battle axe there. So the other equipment that you get at the beginning, so you get Great Axe or any martial melee weapon. You have picked the Great Axe. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the club from your sheet, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
And then the other things that you get 2 hand axes or any simple weapon. So do you want a simple weapon or do you want 2 hand axes?
What's a simple weapon?
Well, there's a large list of these things. Simple weapons tend to be like your clubs or your like a dagger like or
a club,
hand axe, a mace, or whatever.
Yeah.
You want to do the club? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of things that he could like make himself.
Club is in there. We could put a Great Club back. Look at that. I was too quick.
Welcome back, Great Club.
Yeah, welcome to Great Club.
You can come
along.
along.
It is a great club.
It's great.
It's a great club. Okay, and then you get an Explorer's Pack and 4 javelins. So in this, the Explorer's Pack, I don't know if you've already...
Yeah, I've got all the nonsense in already.
You've already done all the things and all the javelin. You're just way ahead of the whole game here, huh?
I just did the Charactermancer thing and I was like, okay.
Pick all stuff. Yeah, that's true. It does say that. Okay, cool. Easy enough. So who was second on my... I think, Beth, you went second?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Beth, let's take a look at Wizard real quick. Your starting equipment is a quarterstaff and or a dagger. Which one would you like for ham?
Let's look. Dagger's so like a frog with a dagger.
Yeah, just like a little frog just holding a knife. A frog with a knife.
You can stab from a distance.
100% he can. He's got a dagger, dude.
He's got a dagger.
Think of the vine. What do you have? A knife.
And there's your history. There's your background.
And there it is.
Oh my gosh.
That was me. I love it.
And then you get to choose a component pouch or an arcane focus. This is how you cast your spells other than your spellbook. Your spellbook as a wizard houses all of your knowledge of spells, and you prepare those daily for which ones you want to utilize. The component pouch helps you cast those spells. There's a bunch of components in your spell list, or you choose an arcane focus and it replaces all of those needs for components unless they have a monetary value.
I was going to ask how we do components.
the beauty of the component pouch is that it always happens to magically have anything that you need unless it has a monetary value. So it functions the same way. So it's basically it's flavor for you. Do you want to use components to cast your spells, or do you have an arcane focus that you cast your spells through?
Let's do a component pouch.
Okay, component pouch it is.
Makes my job
Very
easier,
cool.
so I don't have to go, well, where'd you get this bat wing from for your cast?
My brother ate
This
it.
tuft of cotton, this doesn't even exist in this country. It's like, oh, well, you know, what am I going to do?
He
Then there's
cleared it
a
up
Scholar's Pack and an Explorer's Pack. The difference being between the two of them that the Explorer's Pack is going to have things like a
Practical
tinderbox and
things, yeah.
torches and bedrolls and stuff. Whereas the
Ham's not a
Scholar's Pack has
practical man.
ink and pens and parchment and a tiny knife.
Another knife? Yep.
Another knife. Yep.
Scholar's Pack.
Okay, Scholar's Pack for Ham.
2 knife.
Oh my god. Item, Scholar's Pack. Okay, and so what I'm gonna do, you're gonna watch me flip over your sheet here, so we don't have to like type it all out. I'm just gonna copy and paste all of the things that comes in a Scholar's Pack
Yes.
into your sheet here. So I put it in treasure. It's not really treasure, except for that tiny
A
knife.
tiny knife is a treasure.
Except for that tiny knife, and then you know, you can add these if you want to add these to your main thing, or you can just leave them in treasure because
Thank you.
you treasure them. Great. So that is that, and your spell book.
I have a special spell book.
You have a special spell book.
Yes, I think.
What is that? What does that do?
Oh well, my class is all about the spell book, but I'm talking out
yes.
of my butthole right now. So.
That's fine, I guess. So as a wizard, when you find spells, you can add them to your spell book. If it's of a spell level, you can prepare and you spend time deciphering it and copying it and spending money to do so. So if we ever find like spell scrolls and stuff like that, and they're not of your original list of spells, you can learn them and you can keep them with you as long as you've got your book. If you lose the book, well, that's a whole other problem. We'll get to that if we ever get to that. Don't lose the book. That's about all. That's about all I can say with that.
The only thing that I ultimately care the most about is that this book and me stay together.
Yes. And so at this front, and since we've done this is all of your equipment for the moment. Go ahead and start taking a look at wizard spells and spells that you know. At level 5, you know 4 cantrips, 4 first level spell. Oh no, 4. You have 4 first level spell slots. Second level is 3, and third level is 2 spell slots. And I don't know, without reading all of this, how many spells you actually get.
Wow. Okay.
So at first level, you have a spellbook containing 6 first level wizard spells. This does not tell me what happens later. This is a lot. So we'll look at spells later. Okay.
This is why I've never played a magic user.
So, yeah, I play rogue, man. I just want to stab stuff. Like, that's all I want to do.
Kim, I'm
Speaking of-
listening to you.
Yeah. Okay, so Blurred, I think you're up next here, our monk friend. You don't really need weapons.
Nah.
So
Me hands are all I need. Just me.
yeah, but let's give you some equipment, I suppose, right? You do get a short sword or any simple weapon. Did you pick the quarterstaff for
Yes,
that?
quarterstaff.
Okay. Excellent. And you got your darts in there already.
Mhm.
Did you add these through Roll20 or did you
I
manually
added
add?
them through. I manually. added
Did the
them in,
thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna just do this so you can keep track of how many darts you have. So
Okay,
this is
cool,
10
cool.
total darts, and you can just keep track of it. Oh, wait, what is the 1d? This is Dex plus 4. One damage is 1d4 Dex.
Yeah, I think the darts are
Where are you
1d4
getting-
each.
Right. So what are you getting the extra plus 4 from when I'm looking at this?
Oh, wait a minute. That's okay. You know what? I thought they were asking me where the
you're
bonus
good.
was coming from, not
Understood. the
not actually like putting it in for me.
Sure, yeah. The beauty of me being able to do this here is that if I just type this in and drag and drop some stuff, it just adds it automatically, and I don't
Beautiful.
even have to do anything with it. So I'll just double check the unarmed, and I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
that
remove
one should
the-
also be fixed too. Then.
the extra thing there, and then there you go. You've got your 1d6 plus 4 to punch stuff.
Sweet.
You're punching stuff. Okay, so now you get to pick a Dungeoneer's pack or an Explorer's pack. Are you feeling Explory or Dungeoneery?
Man, I would
The difference
love
being between the two of these is that Dungeoneer's pack has climbing equipment, and the Explorer's pack has like a mess kit.
I like climbing.
Climbing is good. Climbing is
I
good.
would like the Dungeoneers pack.
You would like the Dungeoneer's pack? Yeah, I tend to go with Dungeoneers as well. So I like climbing stuff too, man. If I need some rope, some spikes and things, I've got it all in hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to your treasures. I'm putting this all in your treasures.
Yeah.
So now you've got all of this stuff here to take care of, all of these torches and otherwise. Great, excellent. That is basic equipment handled for the moment. And yeah, you're unarmed, right? So we don't even, or unarmored. We don't even have to worry about that.
I just wear regular clothes.
Just wear regular clothes with 50 HP, I guess. Unbelievable. So we do need to adjust that though, because you're unarmored for you is that Dex and Con? Is that what it is?
I don't know. That was
Hang
what
on,
was
let me take a look more.
there.
Come on. Unarmored movement. Increase speed by 10 when you're not wearing armor or shield. Okay, we've got that done. Where is unarmored defense? Oh. AC is 10 plus Dex plus Wisdom.
Whoops.
Nice. Okay, that's cool. So we can go ahead and adjust that when I'm in here looking at all of these things. I'll just do it up here so I don't forget about it, and then we'll fix it later.
All right.
We'll fix it in the back end. So you should have an armor class of 17.
Good God.
Because that's
Holy
cool.
crap.
Yeah, because that's cool. All right.
Well, you're never taking damage. I don't even need that many hit points.
I will give them to you.
Just hand them away.
Lord.
Hand them away. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's talk about rogues, Stella. Let's talk about rogues. Let's see how many knives you get. This is my favorite part about rogues is like, how many daggers can I, in fact, hold? So your starting equipment is a rapier or a short sword. Which one would you like? Are you feeling very finesse or short stabbies?
Short stabbies.
Short stabbies. All right. So we go and we drop some short sword action into there. Short sword. Perfect. You get a short bow and a quiver of arrows or another short sword.
Dual wield.
Yeah, okay. Another short sword. I'm just going to put 2 here. That's fine. And then, let's see. The next one is you get a burglar's pack, a dungeoneer's pack, or an explorer's pack. The burglar's pack difference being 1,000 ball bearings, 10 feet of string, a bell, some candles, crowbar, hammer, some other climbing things, some oil. There's like a lot of, yeah. And then the Dungeoneer's pack has like the climbing stuff. The Explorer's pack is just very much like, I'm going camping for the weekend.
Do you guys think we would benefit from what was the other one? The one,
Burglar's pack?
Yeah, the Burglar's pack.
I don't see a reason to not take it, just
not?
in case you
Yeah.
want a crowbar and a hammer for some reason.
Okay, yeah, why not?
It'll be fine.
Why
You
not?
might
No
want
one-
to burgle.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
You might want to burgle. So I'm going to go ahead and, again, highlight all this and put it into your treasures because who doesn't treasure 5,000 or 1,000 ball bearings at a single point in time? Yes, have them trip over it, I suppose.
If you name your crowbar at some point, I will give you bonus points.
I was gonna say I was gonna take out the crowbar and just bonk people in the head with it,
That works too. That works too. Okay. So that's that. That goes in there. This is all this. All right. Last thing, you get leather armor, 2 more daggers, and your thieves' tools. Excellent.
Oh.
Go ahead and start with those thieves' tools there. And I'll put in the proficiency so we can actually roll this. So if you look down at your proficiencies on the bottom left here under your passive perception, I'm just going to update this because generally you're proficient at this. It is a dexterity thing. And there you go. If you click Thieves Tools now, it will roll Thieves Tools if you ever want to, like, I don't know, do some burgling or breaking and entering or any other kind of thing. Leather armor, that will go in and automatically populate to your character sheet. And 2 daggers. Wonderful.
Stab, stab.
Stab. You can stab, you can throw stab, you can stab, throw, and then stab again. There's a lot of things happening here. Okay, so that is basic equipment for yourself as well.
Yay.
And now I get to be a ranger, and I get to do ranger things. What does scale mail do that do I want? Disadvantage. No, so we do leather. All right, there we go. I couldn't remember the reason I didn't want scale mail. So, little Goblin Boy is going to wear some leather armor. He's going to take 2 short swords, because why not? We can both stabby stab and all stabby stabs. Short
Turn our
sword.
enemies into pincushions.
Oh my god.
Acupuncture, that's all you're doing to them, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You just convince them, you see, that it's just acupuncture and they let us willingly stab them.
That is awful. I will put my Dungeoneer's pack because I like climbing, and just in case I want to help burgle a thing, I suppose I can climb to certain locations in my treasures, because I treasure it. And then I have a longbow and some arrows. That is the whole thing there. So Leslie, that brings us to the end of basic equipments.
Solid. Everybody happy? Yes.
Yep.
All right. Here's the fun part. Since you guys are level 5, I feel like through your massive amount of dealing and wheeling and criminaling and actualing people in your past life, somehow you have come across one magic item. Magic items are it could be gear, it could be something you just have in your inventory. It's just something that you have on your body at all times during the adventure that has something magic about it. These are things that you've already attuned to. So if you guys don't know how magic items work previously, if you find the magic item, you need to attune the item for 10 minutes. So starting the encounter that we do today, you guys will know what these, because you've had them already in your time. So you know what they are. So they already applied to your sheet. Cool?
Cool.
How we're going to do this is we're going to go around. I have 20 items pre-listed. Some are great, some are and some are pretty dang good. And you're just going to roll me a 1d20. And essentially we're going to double, if anybody re-rolls somebody else's number, we'll just roll again another d20 until you get a new number. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
So how do we do it?
Remember when you typed /r and then your dice amount for your HP pool, it's going to be 1d20. So /r 1d20.
Oh, okay.
Okay, who's first?
Me.
Go ahead, Beth. Let's do
He's gonna call me.
She needs the first item. Let's go. 15.
Right. Sweet. So what sort of armor did you have on?
Nothing.
You got nothing. You just have regular clothes, like a robe or something.
I have a robe. Yeah.
No, naked.
Yeah. How would you?
I'm a naked frog.
I love it.
Nudist frog? What?
Yeah,
Can
with
I
a
be a
knife.
nudist frog?
With a knife.
Do you have like a hood or something?
Knife.
Say that again.
Do you have like a hood or something or anything?
I want to have a hat.
Okay, your hat. We'll say your hat. Your hat now is a hat of shadows, which means
hell yeah, dude.
which means it's treated as +1 armor in dim light. So anytime we get into a dark situation, you get +1 to your AC.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. So if we happen to enter like a basement or a cave or something where it's a dim light situation, you now have +1 AC in case anything tries to attack you.
Nice.
Do you have any of these somewhere to post in the chat so we can copy and paste them in, or?
Yeah. You can name, it's just of the shadows is your stat. And you can say your hood is, your hat is now a shadow or whatever,
That's
but
so
this
cool.
is the stat. Go boop beep doo boop boop bop boop. There you go. Oh yeah, there you go.
That's neat. I'm kind of jealous. Kind of jealous. It's fine.
Who's next?
Me.
All right, roll. 9. Okay, what weapon did you have as your main weapon? I know you've got like a
great
library
axe.
of them. Okay. You now have, this is the best one on the list, by the way, Dryad's Great Axe, which means when the bearer is outdoors, harmless creatures such as squirrels and birds will flock to you and sing a song for a minute or longer.
You're an actual Disney princess.
What? Krog the Disney princess. Yes. Oh my god.
I love
This is perfect.
Your character is it's like perfect for your character because you're like this creature's just been on their own
Heck
and now
yeah.
they've befriended all these. I'm so happy about it.
I love it. I love it.
Squirrels
All right,
and
who's
birds will
next?
sing songs.
I'll go.
Okay.
I love it. That's
1d20. Number 7. Ooh, okay. What if you were to carry any extra item, like on your tool belt, like like a jar that you wanted to keep with your booze, if you'd like, or whatever? What would you carry?
Oh, God.
Do you have like a memorabilia of something back home,
It
or
would probably be. You know what? I'll be sentimental. I'll have like some little like prayer beads.
okay? You now have the prayer beads of the barbarian, which means that you get a +1 to strength athletics checks.
Okay.
Okay. Hell yeah. That's awesome.
So in case you really want to be strong at any point,
That's amazing.
you now have the RNG beads to bless it. Got it? All right, who's next?
I love it.
I've made the adjustment to your sheet already. It says +2 to your athletics now. As long as you're wearing that, you are so strong. Stella, go ahead. You guys get the first dibs.
cool.
First dibs.
Oh,
9. We already did 9.
yeah.
1.
1.
Ooh.
At least
right.
it wasn't in a fight. Okay. All right. Let's just.
What would you say is something that you carried with you? Like, what's an item that you would have on you at all times? Never put down.
Nuva ring.
Sorry.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Jesus.
I would like to say, this preserved like sneak eyeball of the first enemy I ever killed.
Ooh.
That
All
is
right.
dark.
Oh,
Now I need you to roll me 1d4.
Stella's got
Okay.
layers.
Yeah.
Okay, 3. That's great. So now you have a how do I say this? Crystallized eyeball of vigilance, which means you now have 3 unreplenishable charges of heroism at your dispense throughout this campaign.
What is
Wow.
what is that? What does that mean?
Heroism is like a buff. If you cast it
Ooh.
on yourself or other people, you are able to have advantage on attack or. Let me make sure I can get this right. I don't want to misquote myself.
I've got it. If
You got it?
Want me to, yep. The willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery until the
Bravery.
spell ends. The creature is immune to being frightened, gains
what
temporary
it
hit
is.
points equal to your spell casting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns. When the spell ends, target loses any remaining temporary hit points from the spell.
Awesome. Okay, so it's like that one potion from Harry Potter, the one that like makes you feel all lucky.
Yeah. So, you know, if anybody in the party has to be a tank when they're not amply used to being a tank, you can use that. But you only have 3, and you can only use those 3 through the campaign or else they're expunged. So,
Oh, that's fun. You get to like figure
I know.
interesting backstory with the character that you killed. Like,
Yeah, what
why
eyeball
is
did you
so-
pluck from
Right.
someone's skull?
right?
And who is gonna get swindled
Stabbed it.
into being brave?
Yeah, what is this? Getting Scooby. Oh my god, I'm gonna get Scooby snacked. This is. Oh no.
He's gonna be like, "Hey, here, how about I take his
Here you
eyeball?
go. Oh, wow, I feel great.
I'll go fight that owlbear. I don't care."
Oh my
Where do I
God.
put this under? Is it tool? Oh, equipment, right? Sorry.
It'll just be an equipment, and
Okay.
then the details of which. So, if you can put that into the chat there, Leslie.
Yeah.
Copy and paste that into
Okay.
the treasure.
This is
Crystal
first
eyeball.
level, by the way, of your heroism. So,
First level heroism.
yeah.
Excellente.
There you are.
There it is. Okay. And I believe I am the only one that remains. That is a 20.
Ooh,
Ah,
we got a 1 and
All
a
right.
20 in this. This
1
is
and a
exciting.
20. Here we go.
20. What weapon were you using?
Primarily, it'll be a longbow.
Okay, your longbow's wood is now crafted as though it's been braided, and you have a braided longbow, which means the bearer may use their action to cause this weapon to become 50 feet of length hemp rope at will.
I have extra rope!
Now you have rope.
Oh, yes! Let's talk about all that climbing. I gotta think about all the climbing I can do.
All the climbing.
Wow.
Mine's still the best.
Braided bow. Yeah, that is, I think we're gonna get ample usage out of that.
I'm so excited about your squirrels. I'm so excited.
I think we're just gonna have like a consistent like backdrop of squirrels and animals singing for us as we walk down the road. Like this is what we have now.
It said dryads like anytime you're outdoors. So anytime you're out, you're just gonna have like birds being like, hey, the whole just get away, stop the whole time. I'm so excited.
Can I intimidate them?
Oh, why would you do that?
You could.
Can anybody speak to small beasts?
I think I can at some point.
I was gonna say, like, I think I can at some point if I choose that spell,
If you
which
choose
I
to it, yeah.
Well, you'll never be
have
known.
not. Oh my goodness. Okay, so magical weapons and otherwise magical implements, basic
So,
things.
Would you? There are, not to over spoilery, there are merchants within this campaign that do have price listings on things that they are selling. So, is there any way that you would like to roll for casholas for people?
Gold. So,
There's no gold, by the way. It's just we're just doing up to silver. So you can have a plethora of silver pieces, but we're just not doing gold.
Plethora of silver, but do things like still get priced out as gold? in
I've
Gold Valley,
reduced
or
it to where
or
it's
is silver
silver's
top? Okay.
max.
So and I'd like to take a basis from this because they're rather generous, but it still feels pretty good. In the Adventurers League book, if you are adventuring for 4 hours in a game, you make roughly 70 to 80 gold. We are level 5, and in those 4 hours you're supposed to level, so I would say 5 times whatever, like let's say 8 or 80, and then we can roll up to that. So we could do, let's see, because I don't want to make it like everyone. Do you want everyone to get max, or do you want to roll for like values?
It's up to y'all. I mean,
because then we would have spent some too. So maybe we just take the half of that.
Yep.
And
we
we
can do
just
that.
do, so 40 times 5 would do, so it's 200 total. You want to roll? You want to do that?
It's up to you guys.
For some like max.
Your money
What
will
do you guys
not
think?
make or break your experience, but it'll be fun if
Do
you
you guys
have
want to
some.
be rich, or do you want to roll for how rich you
I
are?
want to roll for how rich I am.
Heck yeah, you do. Okay, so let's say that everyone has a base of 30. So you can't go below 30 silver pieces. Let's call it that. So roll like a 1d 170.
Okay.
And see how much you actually have.
Nice.
111 plus your 30, so you have 141.
Nice.
There you go.
1D 170?
Yeah.
Oh, dang
Yeah,
it.
slash R 1D
I'm
170. You're rich! Wow, you are rich!
I am not
Wow.
rich.
You are not rich!
That is honey on the booze.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Cam is also very rich. All right,
Rachel?
cool. 77, I am not so rich. But that is absolutely okay with me. That's funny. I like
And just
that.
in case anybody's concerned about weight values, we're not going to implement those in this. You just magically can carry 143 pieces of silver or whatnot. So
Yes.
So we put that on the first base, like the first one that we see.
in
So
your
there's a
yeah,
Go ahead.
in your sheet, about the middle and the bottom, underneath where your gear went, there are on the left side. Beneath that where your item stuff is. On the left side, there's like a bunch of symbols that look like they have metallic.
Yes.
You can type it in there. The bottom one's copper, or the top one's copper, and the second one will be your silver.
Oh, okay. So okay.
And then there's useless electrum, and then there's gold, and then there's platinum. No one cares about electrum. But yep, there it is. And that's money. Okay. Leslie, what am I missing? What else am I...
Okay, do you guys want to talk about if you've known each other previous to this day?
Oh, sure.
Do you guys want to?
Yeah.
Do you have a preference on if you were a lone ranger, or did you have a buddy system going?
I think I was definitely a Lone Ranger.
I think Blair would have stumbled over my Cabbage Patch or something.
Most
His
likely.
Drunken stupor. Freaking
He
mean-
heard the song. He heard the song while he was wandering, and he had to approach. And he stumbled into your campfire.
There was a random.
He like followed some chipmunk who very actively was heading to your house to come serenade you.
I heard squirrels singing.
Mm.
I thought it was the drink.
Yes.
That was the point in his
Yes.
life where he was like, wait, maybe I've had too much.
Girls singing.
That might be the case.
Okay, what about you, Beth?
Oh my god.
I'm kind of tickled by the idea of finding pamphlets that Stella's characters left around. Like the clickbait going on adventure.
love it.
That's how you can become a man.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I was
Oh
like,
my
but that's what I want to do.
I love it. Yes. What about you, Joel?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't mind either one. My little goblin guy would have just been doing odd jobs, like hunting out caves and caverns and things to try and make some coin. A little monster hunting action.
Maybe we
Okay.
run into each other.
Yeah. Is your eye the eye you have a monster eye, or is it you? Was it a human eye?
It's a UNTI.
Oh goodness. That sounds even darker than if you did like.
I probably shouldn't laugh after
So
that.
I'm waiting. It's like it was my father's eye, and like take it
Who's
from
that
that. I was
ex-boyfriend,
like,
dude?
Jesus. Fine.
That's her ex-boyfriend, dude.
Oh god.
I think
I
maybe
didn't like the way
like
you looked at me.
in the the postings boards, I maybe saw a similar pamphlet and was like, extra coin. I'm pretty poor, so I could probably use the
Scammer.
extra
Like, I want to
silver.
make that clear, though. I'm not a scammer.
I was. That's not clear at all.
We're all
Well.
convinced.
I saw you roll this character. I'm shocked that you're saying it.
I smell snake oil.
Oh,
That is offensive. You can't say that.
Oh, you want to don't say
You can't say
snake
that about
oil
wood.
anymore.
Oh,
We
yeah,
don't say
you can't
snake oil
that.
salesman anymore.
Oh, gosh, man. Unbelievable. Jesus.
I love it.
I think that's good. And then, like, maybe met up with the little frog. And
Ham
we are
has
being,
not found any. Ham's running around with the pamphlet, being
with
like,
the
"Have
pamphlet.
you seen
Okay.
my
I love it.
hero?"
I think in that case, I've just been employed by Stella's character previously. Not necessarily like worked with, but employed by. As like a manager. Like a
Okay,
manager.
I'm
You
gonna have
find,
to take all this and like
you
try to morph it and like figure out what I'm gonna do with this.
I thought you weren't a scammer and didn't need to morph or change any of these things.
I don't
I
know
just
where this
work-
is going. Y'all are writing this. I'm just like, okay.
Oh, we are. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I mean, if not, then I'm totally. I mean, he's just a little goblin guy, and obviously not with his tribe anymore, And so, however else that happened.
Maybe your character hunted one of us.
Oh shoot.
Ooh,
Oh.
it got real.
Okay. I like
Hunted
where
us
this
and
is going.
failed.
Well, now I don't want to talk about it because just in case, what if I got to bring the bounty in?
Maybe.
Well, I mean, I don't want to talk about who the bounties are. It's not good.
I love it. What if you're just
Ham.
awkward about it? If somebody who is a bounty talks to you
Yeah.
and you're like,
One of us
No!
is sus.
Of course not.
What did you hear?
You're
I
reaching
love
in your backpack. You're looking at the poster.
Yeah,
That's
look.
fascinating.
it's too good. Okay. Joel, do you have time to do a short?
We have roughly 30 minutes remaining of the actual scheduled showtime.
It's up
So
to y'all.
it is up. I mean,
Hey
so-
guys. Hey, what's
Hi.
everybody's names?
Oh yeah.
that's right. We wanted
That's
to
right.
talk about
Oh yeah, we
names.
didn't say
That's right.
that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, Beth, because you're so brave and talked about it already, maybe you can talk to us about your ham boy, hambone,
Hambone.
hambone,
That's totally your nickname from now on.
hambone.
Hambone. My little frog boy's name is Ham Cupie. And did we want to talk about why our characters are named the way that they are? Or just leave it at that.
If you want to. or you can leave it up for interpretation or something to explain later. Either way.
Mine's dumb. I wanted it to be like a frog name, and so I was looking up the Japanese words for frog, which have like so many syllables. But my favorite thing in D&D is to have very short, memorable names. And so I was talking on stream, no, I don't want to have a very long name. I would like some kind of name that's short. And I also have a history of naming my characters after food. So like ham, and chat lost their minds.
So here it is.
Good job, chat, wherever you are. You did fantastic.
You did a wonderful job.
You named him ham. And then Kewpie just sounds like a frog word and is also Japanese mayo, so.
And
Nice.
It's adorable. That's Japanese mayo is Kewpie?
Yeah,
Mm.
Kewpie mayo.
Things I learned today. Well, all right, who's next? Who's after ham?
I'll go next.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell me about Krog.
So I was looking for names that sound good when you grunt them, because half orcs like to grunt and snarl and do all these fun things. I was like, okay, what sounds good when I grunt them? So I found like a list of, short syllable names and just like sat there and grunted them out. And I was like, Krog. I'm like, yeah, okay. All right,
Got a good
Krog.
mouthfeel.
Yeah,
Good.
it's good. It's also kind of the name of one of the other people I play D&D with. People call him that, so it's like, you know what? You
Nice.
remind me of this person.
Little
Of this
callback.
this is half orc. So
Aw.
I love it.
Krog.
Okay.
Who's next?
I'll go.
Oh,
All right.
there you go.
I picked Stub because it was dumb and was probably named for stubbing his toe sometime in some goblin camp, and they were like, "Your name's Stub now," and then that was it. I don't know. I came up with this 5 seconds before we started the show. I am not settled on it, but that is it right now.
Sometimes
It's
those are the best,
cute.
though.
Yeah.
Stub.
Don't overthink it.
Like stub and ham.
Tell me he has like
Stubborn
one
ham.
little nicked ear, or it's just like
Yeah,
blunt,
little stub.
It said pay stub.
Hey, Stub. There you go. Okay.
Is that what you say whenever you go to collect after somebody's hired you for a bounty? You're like, it's pay stub time now.
That's 100% what he says.
Oh my god, all right, it's there. That's canon
There.
now. That is absolutely canon. If we're ever
That's your
on a job.
LLC.
Oh my god. There it is.
Sub Incorporated.
So good.
Holy.
Oh God.
Oh,
Didn't
you
you
guys made
roll
this
like
much better.
11 coins?
That's good.
77.
I am the broke
You
one.
went for your throat.
I am the broke one, mind you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, all right, broke one. Ren, the name. Tell
Uh,
us about it.
So, I didn't really put a whole heap of a lot of thought into my name. It was short. It sounded cool, and
You're making
I
my
was-
job so easy. So I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Like I all like single syllable names.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's like, yeah, I figure it rolled off the tongue, and I was like, you know what? Let's commit to it. So there it is. That is has no meaning. Doesn't mean anything. He's just a dude. He's just a dude out there trying to skip the bar tab and get a drink. That's all he's doing.
Blurred, what's his name?
Oh, Ren. His name is Ren. My bad.
Nice. I like that. What is his name?
Oh, the one
good.
thing that's not important. You don't need to know his
cares?
name.
Who
He's
cares?
already in character. He's like, what?
You've never met.
Yeah.
You've never
Oh
met.
my god.
Yeah, you won't see him.
And Stella?
Nice.
Oh my god.
So, my name is Neska, a name that she has given herself that could resemble a human name or, a Yuan-Ti name if she wanted. And also for some backstory, she renamed herself after she killed her mother, who was trying to execute her because she was ashamed that she was not born a man or an abomination, which is the highest caste level of the Yuan-Ti civilization. So,
Nice.
I'm thinking about that eyeball again now in a whole different light. This is so-
Yep.
oh
here
my
you saw my
god.
mother with me.
Studio Ghibli stuff. Ha 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 ha.
This is the world of whimsy and murderous backstories.
But there are though.
Everyone's parents are dead. Like that's the requirement. And
Want to come on an
Wow.
adventure? How
That was-
alive
that's
are your
awesome.
parents?
or
I love it.
I mean, holds the eye.
potentially alive. Who
Mom's
knows
always
at this
watching.
point?
Tibble.
Too good.
Yuck.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, Joel, that's up to you. We did have a
I
short
don't think
encounter
we have
plan, but I don't know
time-
if we have time. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we have time for a full encounter. And honestly, I think we saved that for the next show, which is I'm so freaking stoked about it now. This is awesome. This was really, really cool. Yeah. So Leslie, any last things before we call this a session 0?
No, I think that so now that you have your character and you have your class and you have your backstory whirling around in your mind and stuff like that, think about go back. I like at the mood board that I gave you guys of like imagery and stuff. Go back and think about, you know, what I would like to do when we get to our first episode. I'm gonna give you guys a chance to give your own character introductions. What do they look like? What do they sound like? What are they thinking about right now as they're walking through? So that way, when you go into it, you're like, they have, you know, slatted armor that's almost like samurai in the way that it's made, or like stuff like that. So think about how the world would affect you. That also goes down to magic and stuff. We do everything in this world is closely tied to nature. Nature is a big power within this environment. So how does that affect you? How does that affect your backstory and your race? How does that affect you if you weren't from this continent? Do you not care? What is it, you know, about that when you go into writing your story? Because again, it's a googly, I almost said a Ghibli, googly-eyed animal kind of world. So, what are you bringing to the table from your history as far as to help create this space? So,
Excellent.
Cool.
Oh, this is so exciting. Okay, we'll do some shout outs, go around the horn again, tell everyone who you are and who to follow and what to do, and then we'll go ahead and close out the show here. So we'll start top left. Beth, be rad. Where can people find you on the internet?
You can find
and all that thing.
Yeah. You can find me on Twitch. You can find me on YouTube, on Instagram, and Twitter. All Beth Be Rad. I'm an artist. I like to think that I'm kind of funny, so an artist and a comedian. Put those together, and there you go. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Let's go. I'll go straight across. Leslie, where can people find you on the internet?
That's me. You can find me at pretty much simply _JXN anywhere. Even if somebody's stolen the name, I've capitalized on changing it. And I make art and goof off and play video games, including a lot of MMOs, except for WoW. We have a bad history. But that's about it. So if you guys wanted to hang out anytime where I'm not goofing off here, I guess, then come by.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Blurred, where can people find you on the internet?
Pretty much everywhere. Blurred Without Fear, except for Twitter. Blurred minus Fear, primarily on YouTube and also on Twitch. And come and check out awesome comic book videos that I put a lot of time and energy into and research. And come watch me suck at Dead by Daylight or some other random and sundry video game, or maybe get snatched into the Shadow Realm by a ghost in some other game like Phasmophobia or something.
The game is so good. Excellent. Thank you very much for that. Alias. where can we
Hello.
find you?
Cards, Cats, Commentary, that's me. So if you like cardboard cracking cats, come hang out. We'll have a great old time. I'm Alias on Twitch, YouTube. You can Google me. That's probably the easiest way to find me than writing all this crap down.
My God, that was the best. Like, what?
Practice line. I like that. That's good. That's excellent. All right, Stella, where can people find you on the internet?
I am Parallax Stella everywhere except for Instagram, which is the real Parallax Stella because someone is just sitting on that username. So, you know. Yeah. I stream almost every other day, and I'm always talking about something like cats or food on Twitter. So, yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And hi, we just got an awesome raid from Madame Gandalf. I'm sorry, this is our outro. We just spent 3 hours making characters, but we'll be back next week at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm Runaway Robot. You can find me here on this channel, Runaway Robot, doing D&D and other stuff and things. Yeah, that's about it. This has been our session 0 of The Seed of Life. Thank you very much for being here. Follow all of these lovely people, and we will be back next week. Goodbye.